Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to Johnny Woodard Presents Broken Simulation Live. Starring Johnny Woodard. We are in it. We're in it, guys.
Oh, we're so in it, dude.
Dude, we're going live, living dangerous. Countdown to Sam drops an N-bomb.
Yeah, you usually get one. You don't get one this
I
week.
get
We can't do it.
zero this time. Guess what?
N-bomb.
Someone's going to do the show not hard from now on, okay? That's the worst part about Broken Sim Live. I can't get rock hard from dropping N-bombs. Guys, we're in it.
So yeah, what would you say is the hot
Okay, it's
topic?
time for Hot Topics.
Hot
topics.
Hot Topics.
Is it the possibility that all people making less than $150,000 per year may not have to pay taxes?
Now, what does that mean, Johnny? Right? What does that actually mean? Let's say, Johnny, you made like
I think that would be most people.
$500,000, right? Let's just say you made $500,000.
Would love to make $500,000.
Okay. You made $500,000. But with all your expenses, it goes down to $135,000. Would that fall under that?
Oh, interesting. So are you saying like if you're a business owner or something? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
Because I'll write off everything.
I want to look at the tax plan details.
Johnny, I just wrote off that 3-minute live we did. I just wrote that off on my taxes.
How much was that?
Yeah, that was $1,000 of my life.
Now, the unfortunate thing is we don't have details. All we have is what Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said, which was, I know what the goal is. His goal is, talking about President Trump, no tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000.
Do it. This is classic Trump. Classic Trump. 2 for you, 1 for me. Let's do it, okay? No taxes. Getting rid of all these expenditures, ridiculous spending. Gonna get rid of the Board of Education. Gonna get rid, and we're gonna have bearded ladies in Gaza, and we're gonna deport somebody who some people think that guy that they arrested, Johnny, British spy.
Wait, which guy?
The guy they arrested, and they say
For what? I'm sorry, I missed that. What? For what?
That he has some weird shady
Arrested for what?
being what they're labeling as pro-Hamas.
Oh, the guy on the campus.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a belief he might be a British spy.
Well, that adds a layer, doesn't it?
Right. Which is because he's done all this crazy stuff with, like, I think the UN and maybe British intelligence and all that stuff.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Getting into it, dude, that's a hot topic right there.
Topics. I will let you know. I'll have you know that.
By the way, if you make less than $150,000, you should never have paid taxes in the first place. It's so fucking. I've said this before, dude. It's like, don't get mad at Amazon, which I believe is just an extension of the U.S. government. Don't get mad at them paying no taxes. Ask them how you can pay no taxes.
Mm-hmm.
We should make them pay more tax. We should make, hey, I want to be like Amazon.
But I will say, by the way, that it depends on where you live, if that's a lot of money or not. In L.A., that's like a solid middle class income. Where I'm from, you can live
You
like a
own
king.
the town,
yeah,
right?
you can live like a prince.
Yeah, you look at everybody like they're
Truly.
serfs, right?
No, honestly, yeah, it's like that, dude.
Do you walk
Those are
around
like
with
nurses
white
and stuff.
wigs on and say, I do declare on before everything you do?
Yeah, there's a guy who follows you around with a pillow.
Yeah,
anytime you sit down.
100%.
Yeah, totally.
100%. Do you refer as the people to as Negroes? Do you do that?
That's about it. You know, I have reflex. Was like, are we live still? Shit. That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's so much easier. I'm just telling people, like, hey, dude, we could move to Texas or somewhere and just live like kings. Like kings.
I'm worried genuinely about all the murders in Austin, though. Dude.
Oh, yeah, that is scary, though.
I mean, we following it up now, and I mean, Alex Jones. We talked about
Ozempic Jones?
Ozempic Jones. We should call him that for YouTube's sake. He said that General Flynn told him that there's a legit threat on his life, and then I mean, and then like one of the guys that worked there also got murdered.
So crazy, dude.
It's
so
a lot going
sad,
on in
dude.
Austin.
So sad.
It's all I know, very sad for that guy. Yeah.
Very sad.
So I mean, if they're coming after AJ, you're not too far down the list.
Or OJ.
Yeah.
Ozempic Jones.
Yeah, OJ. Yeah, I feel like that one's already tarnished a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean,
Can I just say, really, there are some hardcore people who still think that OJ Simpson is innocent. By the way, like I found a little corner of the internet the other day of just like hardcore denial.
Where is that? Your new Twitter?
yeah, exactly. I'm the leader of the OJ was innocent movement.
Well, there's a whole theory that his son did it.
Oh no, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah,
No.
his son, there's so much that just like you go, okay, that kind of lines up. His son was a chef. His son used that kind of knife in his thing. Son had
Really?
His son had anger issues, problems with Nicole, and could be similar blood type, right?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. It's funny how I watched that OJ doc the other day on Netflix, and it's funny how we just all took it for granted that like that glove didn't fit. But if you go back and watch that, he wasn't trying to get that glove on, dude.
Yeah,
he was like, So I mean, it clearly would have fit, and
But
in
it's
a
also,
good way,
dude,
like a tight way. You want it to fit.
It's also, and this is where I could lose somebody. So much of this is theater.
Oh, no,
like,
of course, yeah.
Like, I love Alex Jones, and obviously, there's a lot going on with him. Our good friend OJ, Ozempic Jones.
The white OJ.
But when you look at that trial, there's things that don't make sense to you.
Like what?
Well, like when his lawyer sends the other lawyer all the evidence,
Yes.
he's not, and then the lawyer goes, "Can I use this?" And the guy doesn't say anything at all. Like
Insanity.
insane. You're like right there. You're like, okay, we got to dismiss this because his own lawyer isn't
He's
giving
shaving points. I mean, like,
point shaving.
fixing the game.
So
It
it's
doesn't make
like,
any sense.
it's like crazy to me, dude. But
No, I don't know how that was fair. Like, how did that proceed?
dude,
Yeah.
the judge had like every time there was a psyop, the Ukraine, BLM,
That judge.
the Zhixing, Zhixing, she had something about it on there. So it's like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, I recommend that. You think you've heard everything about the OJ doc though, but that one, I mean, about OJ the trial, but that doc on Netflix is out. I don't know if it's recent or whatever, but within the past year, I think it's pretty good, and they have a lot of commentary from what the hell's the cop's name? The
Mark Furman?
Yeah, Mark Furman. And he just kind of he's just like, what can I say, dude? Like I said those things, like whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, he's owning it. He's like, yeah, everybody thinks I'm the worst person in the world. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's like. And
Well, it's crazy to me, right? It's crazy to me. Like, think about what they presented. And like this kind of gets into this thing where like hate is worse than violence.
yes, it's a perfect example of it.
And again, it goes back to that couple in Philadelphia when the black guy stabs this chick's boyfriend or husband to death, and she won't give him.
That was horrible.
Won't give the cops any description.
It was so sad.
Because she doesn't want to play the racial stereotypes. That to me is peak brainwashing. So you get into this trial, and it's like, it's like OJ's just presenting this thing that the whites hate him, even though he's loved by everybody.
Well, and it prevented, like, I didn't know this. Maybe this was because I was a kid when the trial happened. Mark Furman had a lot of evidence that they didn't introduce. Like there was like a pair of socks. OJ socks were on the ground. There were some blood spots that they didn't introduce.
Why
were his
was
blood.
OJ socks?
I don't.
What is he doing, dude? Who murders somebody that takes their socks
They
off?
were like at the foot of the bed too. It was really weird, and people are suggesting maybe they planted them, like Mark Furman planted them, because some of the blood spots tested positive for that chemical that they use in like test tubes to preserve blood.
Right. But then you go like, why? What is like, if you look at OJ that day, right? Like,
Yes.
Nothing about him says the cops hate him. If you really study him,
White people love that guy.
in LA, they loved him, dude.
Hero.
He
He's a
was a hero. And it was just like, play this game. And then you just start getting into everybody associated with them. They're all grifters, and it just like gets into like flaming the racial tensions between blacks and whites, and this super duper like this kind of like just kicking the high gear that that black people are just treated like second class citizens, and it just gets in and it really gets into this thing where it's like and I do believe, and I say this all the time, like right now is the best time ever for shit talking because everyone can shit talk everybody now. Like you just like it's open game and the people can't take it. They can't take it. They just can't take it because they've been a protected group for so long that, and it's the Thomas Sowell's quote, like, watch out giving people special treatment because they'll think equality is oppressive,
Yeah.
Is offensive or whatever the exact quote is. So, I mean, think about what they're saying that had to happen there. And like how many people there like died, like associated, like died, like Rob Kardashian died. Who's the lead prosecutor? Dead. Quick. It's just really weird. And then just OJ just trying to live his life, kind of like Casey Anthony is like, hey, we all move on. You're like, nobody's moving on.
Oh, and then he got all weird. I mean, remember he wrote a book called If I Did It?
Yeah, you're just, but it's so funny about him. It's like because he was making $250,000 a year from his pension from the NFL, and they weren't allowed to take that. So it wasn't like he was like struggling.
No.
And it's just like you're just a greedy fuck, right? I mean,
if you can't just go live in the boonies, he should have just moved to where nobody would bother him out in the country. He could have lived a fine life, but he chose to kind of remain.
Yeah, I agree, dude. It's just so crazy to me, and it's just like what people, and it's like. And then you go back to making a murder, and then they did frame him. So who knows, dude?
Well, what my instinct was like, maybe, okay, I think he did this, OJ, obviously. And I think maybe they juiced the evidence a little bit. Like, that's what it feels like to me. Like, they knew they had him cold. Or no, they knew he did it, but they didn't have him cold. You know what I mean? So they dropped some blood drops here and there. Because there was this weird thing where they brought the blood samples, to the crime scene. And the crime, whoever handles the blood samples was like, I've never been asked to carry blood samples to a crime scene before. Very weird. So I think maybe they wanted to just.
But
give
also, once OJ's involved, now you know.
And then he's running. He's threatening to kill himself. Like, come on, dude, you did it. Couldn't be more guilty in the way he acted.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, he didn't act right. And then I've been on this kick. I watched the Lacey Peterson thing.
Yeah, dude, why are you into murder right now, dog? Why are you murdering people?
And that guy, dude, he for sure did it. There were a lot of people who think he didn't do it either, but he for sure did it. Yeah. And it's the greatest coincidence of all time that he was fishing. His alibi was fishing, like right where the body washed up.
Okay, dude, that's so nuts. That's so nuts, dude.
But there's some weird things about it too. They're kind of dark, but like. The age of the fetus washed up.
Oh, come on, Johnny!
It should have been a fetus, but it was like a 9+ month old baby that washed up. And according to when they think that they were killed, it should have been like earlier than that. It doesn't make any sense. It's almost like somebody held them captive for a while and then killed. It's very strange, dude.
Really? Like she had the baby and then they killed her? Yeah. Oh, Johnny, this is the darkest moment on Broken Sim.
Isn't that crazy? It's very dark.
Johnny, we thought it was really dark when our USB port wasn't working. Now you got even darker. We got even darker.
I have a question for you about something you brought up on Tinfoil this week. I made a note of it. You said that your dad brainwashed you a little to moving to Vegas, and I really wanted to ask you about that. What did that
for
mean?
Sure.
What did that mean?
So my father, since I was a kid, like a little baby boy, was drilling into me that I have to leave New York. I gotta get out of New York.
The state or just like your town?
The state. Got to get out.
Got to get out of there.
You got to get out of here. Okay. I think he probably meant my area because he felt like nothing was going on there economically.
Right.
Which is a big reason why, like, if I move my kids anywhere, it will be somewhere economically jumping.
Right, not a place that people are trying to get the hell out of.
Right. Never. Right. Why would you do that to your kids? Why would you put them in a place where there's no economics going on? Yeah. So my dad because I always say this about my father. My dad, if you go, Sam, do you think your father really wanted to get married? If in his heart of hearts, I would say no.
Really?
I think he loved my mom, but I think he wanted to be like me and my brother, just a Rolling Stone. Even though I lived in the same place, but like,
no, I know what you mean.
Not
exactly.
committed. Yeah. You know, I mean, don't tell Dana hears that. She's gonna be, what about the man? Trying to year relationship. But I mean, like,
living life. Yeah.
I don't think my dad would want to got married when he did, but because of the times, if you didn't get married by 25, you were gay. So everyone's like, oh, dude, you hear Tripoli's gay? He just turned 25. He's not married.
Yeah.
Gay, right?
No, totally. That used to. I mean, that used to be the code word for gay. They used to say he's a bachelor.
He's a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a confirmed bachelor.
Yeah. Or you know what the old one? Macaroni.
Really?
Macaroni used to be for like, he's a little light in his loafers.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Stick a feather in his cap and call it macaroni. That song, because we just did something on Doom Scroll and breaking it down, just shit talking those people.
Wait, so the patriotic jingle, Yankee Doodle, is shit talking homosexuals.
Shit, just calling like feminine metrosexual men momos.
Great.
Yeah.
Love
Stick a feather in his hat and call it macaroni.
The British are coming. Oh
yeah,
my God.
The macaroni was kind of seen as like, it was at first seen as like, really like cool and hip. And then it just became like
the macaroni noodle?
Yeah, because the people had come from America to Europe and they didn't have macaroni and they were eating macaroni. They're like, this is amazing.
What?
Right? And then they went.
Is that short for like all noodles or just specifically macaronis?
I think macaronis. I don't know the specifics of it, but
I love this.
So then they go back and then,
it sounds totally made up, by the way.
They're calling everything macaroni, like, oh, that's macaroni, dog. And then it became like, oh, you're just a fucking phony. You're just a phony. And then it's like you're a metrosexual phony, which is a gay.
A macaroni.
Yeah.
You're a real macaroni.
You're a real macaroni, bro.
I've never heard that.
What was I bringing that up
I can't
for?
believe that's real.
So my father,
right,
my whole life was like, you got to get out of here. And then he'd be like, you know where you should go? I go, where, Dad? Vegas. I'm like, why? He goes, we could buy some houses out there. It'd be real nice. I'd have you live there, rent it out. And what my father was trying to do was establish a way so he could fly out to Vegas and write off as a tax write-off. Tell my mom, I gotta go to Vegas, and so he could just go out there and gamble. That's all my father wanted to do.
Did he go to Vegas a lot before you moved out there?
No, but he wanted to. He wanted to go there all the time.
So he probably had this kind of
setup, if it's a son, I'm gonna get it to.
But like a false impression of Vegas too, probably, right? It's like this idealized kind of like, I just can't wait to get to Vegas,
No, but I mean, like a lot of people from back east, they would do that. Go there, it's warm, it's cheap to live there.
So he had been there. Okay, I just want. I
just had
this
Esther Goldberg came on my show. I think her last name's Goldberg. So Goldberg Greenberg. I think it's Goldberg. She's a great comic, and she moved to Vegas. She says it's the best. She loves it.
I love Vegas. I could live there for sure.
I just get worried about water, dude.
I don't think you got to worry about it. Dude, if you have to worry about water in Vegas, there are bigger problems in the country at large, I would say.
So my dad's whole thing was, I got to get my son there, I'll buy a house, and I'll be able to tax write off there going out there all the time.
That's great, dude.
So I get out there, I'm like, Dad, I don't want to run this. I love my father. I love my father. And my father, to me, has always been an example of what not to do in life. And I woke up to that one day when I was in recovery, like, oh, I'm turning to my father. I got to not do that. And I really woke up to that. I've really worked hard on changing the way I think, being self-absorbed and all that stuff. But my brother did it. And my dad bought a house and put my brother in there. And the deal was
the Vegas thing?
No, he did in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And something happened to my dad where he's like cooking with gas, and then like my dad was a self-made man, came from, you know, my grandfather was a factory worker, which was a good thing at the time. So I would say my dad always said he was, you know, poor family, but I look back at it, I'm like, I think you guys are middle class. He worked at a factory when that was considered a good thing, right? My grandfather smoked 1,000 packs of cigarettes a day, worked at a chemical plant before anyone realized that was a good thing, and then couldn't die. Like my dad has officially outlived his grandfather, his father. His father lived to like 78. My dad's 79 now, so he finally outlived him, right? You know, but like my grandpa would just couldn't die. We show up, a guy, hi, Grandpa. He's like, just waiting to die. Wrap it up. So
that's a very Tripoli personality trait.
Yeah, wrap it up. Let's go.
I don't have that.
So he did with my brother, and like my brother and my dad, like my dad put the money down for the house, down payment for the house. They got a house. My brother started doing it, and then the bottom of financially, my father finances just bottomed out.
Oh no.
Yeah, because my dad's just a crazy person. And my dad had to sell the house to save, and it just caused real problems between my brother and my father for a very long time. And when my father got divorced, my brother got in the middle of it. And I was like, I'm not getting in the middle of any of this.
How old were they when that happened?
When my parents got divorced, when my brother graduated high school, it's like my mom waited to like exactly the day to be like, bye, bye, bye. You know, my brother took the tassel, bang. My mother's like, divorce, bang, bye-bye.
Hey, that's a pretty old school mentality, though. They don't wait that long anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically like, hey, we have kids, we have sacrifice, and you know, it is what it is, dude. So that's
good for them sticking it out, though, right? I mean,
well, good for my mom.
Yeah,
my dad was a crazy person. My dad's a crazy person, and it's just like
there's a lot of stories there.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of things behind the scene that my mother didn't tell us about, and it was just like, okay, I get it, dude.
Yeah,
right. My brother fully into it, learning everything. I love my dad. I just don't need to know what a fucking knuckle dragger he is, because I know I'm a knuckle dragger. You know, and that's the constant fight. Johnny still not watching porn. It's calling me today.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
Calling me, dude. Calling me.
What's when you relapse? What's the thing that does it? Is it like you're on Instagram, you see some big old tits or something?
Boredom.
That's part of the reason I assume you have like 20 podcasts, right?
Johnny, it's there's a saying in recovery: can't hit a moving target. That's it.
Yeah.
That is just my life.
It's hard to get strokes in when you're podcasting.
It's hard to get strokes in. It's hard to do drugs. It's hard to be a fucking crazy person when you're constantly moving.
You get to sleep any? How much do you sleep per night? Would you say?
Well, last night I did. My daughters were just on one. They were just like, they just didn't want to go to sleep last night. And so they kept me up all night. So I didn't get a lot last night, but I tried to get, let's say I'll get to bed 12:31. I'll get up at 8.
Okay. So like 7 hours if you're lucky.
I try.
Yeah. All right.
And then usually I'll try to get a nap in. I'll try, but most, like Mondays and nobody wants to hear this, but Mondays and Wednesdays I can't. There's no napping. It is throttle. Throttle.
Have you ever heard this thing that they think in the Victorian era, like the 1800s, 1700s, they used to have 2 sleeps? Like they think that humanity in the past has slept differently. You go to sleep for like 4 hours, wake up, bone, read, just get some knitting.
Did you say bone?
Yeah, get some knitting. Seriously, that was some of the stuff that they thought that people did. Knitting, and then they would sleep again for another 4 hours, and they called it second sleep.
Well, Johnny, have you ever heard that like the caveman worked like 18 hours a week? Like that's his.
Oh, it must
we work way more for way less that our families did in terms of what our dollar's worth.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So have you ever noticed though? Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep. They think that's actually part of the natural human rhythm, and that people used to live more in sync with the rhythm. They would get up and do things and then go back to sleep later.
I could see that.
Yeah, fascinating. I know my grandparents would sleep through the night. And then my granddad, literally every day at 4, 3, something like that, they would take a nap for an hour every single day of his life. And it turned out my grandma hated it. And as soon as he died, she never did it again.
She never took another nap?
No, but her whole life, she had to go take a nap. I think it was like somewhere 1 to 4, I think they took a nap for an hour. And
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, every day.
I like
laying
napping.
down is what they called it. They say,
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I don't.
I think you age because you don't nap.
Sure. I mean, they say that's that Brian Johnson dude. He's always talking about sleeping is a big part of it.
I think you age because, I think people age because of 2 things. One, smoking.
That kills you.
Drinking. Those are 2 ways you age. Whenever you see like a young hot chick smoking cigarettes, I go, that's going to age you.
Dude, and you can tell they look 10 years older, some of them.
Oh,
you can see like
you go to your high school reunion, they all look like they just were trying to turn into the Hulk and stopped halfway. Like, just.
You can pick a smoker out of a lineup, though. 8 times out of 10, probably. It just sucks all the life force out of
you're just adding toxins to yourself.
Yeah.
So that it's your lungs too. If you mess with your lungs are your life. And if you're constantly putting I'm not against nicotine. Obviously, I will bang a pouch.
Are we gonna get a Zen?
Yeah, we'll get a Zen in when we do the stories.
Men, guys, fellas, we all value many different things about our appearance. But if you're a guy who really cares about your hair and find that it's slowly going away, I'm familiar with that, you might be feeling discouraged when you look in the mirror. That's where Hims comes in. Check out their personalized hair loss solutions, and you can start seeing your hair grow back in as little as 3 to 6 months. Hims provides you with convenient and quality access to a range of hair loss treatments that work all from the comfort of your couch. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Again, choose from your personalized chewable, oral, spray, or serum treatments to find what works best for you. And the process is simple, 100% online. Again, so there's no uncomfortable doctor visits to worry about. I know that's the worst thing for many people about this. You don't have to worry about it. You just answer a few questions, and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. And if it's prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to you for free. No insurance is necessary, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Hims has hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, and they can help you get your confidence back too with visibly thicker and fuller hair. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/brokensim. That's HIMS.com/brokensim for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/brokensim. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
All right, real quick, before we get into it, I'm going to be in Detroit at the end of the month, Tacoma. I just signed up San Diego. I'm getting Canada, Toronto going. Dates are coming, everybody. Big dates, big shows. Big time.
Do gay Trump telling people about your dates.
Daddy's doing big shows, okay?
That's not gay enough. You're not doing it gay enough.
Daddy is doing big shows, okay?
Daddy likes it big.
Daddy likes it out there because he's the best daddy out there. Daddy Trump, Daddy Gay Trump is going to be out there.
Is gay Trump a top?
Gay Trump only tops, okay? This is an exit, not entrance here, okay? I never bottom because I'm only the top. I'm the best at the top.
Especially for Trudeau, I would imagine.
Trudeau, I topped that motherfucker. That's why I quit.
Zelensky, oh, come on.
Zelensky got coked out, wanted to suck my dick. So I did Fort Wayne with Eddie Bravo. I absolutely love gigging with Eddie Bravo. It's like being able to gig with a legend. It's just fun. It's very weird because he likes to go up in the middle. He does his 35 and he just does him. And it's just like, he's the greatest storyteller. He's the funniest guy. And it's just like, again, you look at like Joe Rogan's like crew, they're all of them are great storytellers. He just liked to surround himself with entertaining people.
Yeah.
Right? Eddie, Joey, Ari, all great storytellers. So we're playing Fort Wayne. It's called the will you look up Fort Wayne Comedy Club? Yeah. It's a really great club, dude. And I don't know how to describe the vibe in the room. This is gonna sound so weird, but like I walk in, like it's 2-tiered. It's almost 2 or 3-tiered, right?
Well, that's the view looking out.
No, that's not it. It
says Fort Wayne Comedy. Oh,
it says Summit City. Summit City.
Oh, okay.
And it used to be another club, and then this group called Bark Entertainment took it over, and it's absolutely great. And I don't know why, dude. This is gonna sound like the weirdest reference ever, but I walked in. It's like 2-tiered, and I felt like I was in the music video. Are You Gonna Go My Way? I don't know why. It just had that vibe to me.
The Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go my way?
Yeah, it just had that vibe. So we packed it out, and it's so funny because Eddie and I have done. I don't think Xavier was on the road with us at that time yet.
I can't find a good picture of the interior. There's the outside.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous club. And so anyways, we're going from Louisville where we did a Thursday, and it was a decent sized crowd. Thursday nights are hard.
Okay.
But it was a decent sized crowd. Very funny. Louisville's a great club. It's a great crowd, great city. It's just a weird city. It's just a really weird city.
What's weird about it?
Because during the day, the downtown is empty. I mean, empty, John. We were staying in this gorgeous hotel. It was like 2 giant buildings that were connected by a walkover bridge, and they were both empty. And I just instantly turned into my father, like, how are they paying for the electricity? There's nobody here. How are they paying? How are they keeping the lights on?
That's great.
Gorgeous. Empty downtown. You're like, it's like we would drive around. It was like 28 days later. You're like, hello? Where are the people? And I was like, we went and got steak at this restaurant that just went, like, as you ate, it just went around.
Oh, one of those rotating restaurants?
So you could see all the city.
Like Hank Kingsley's restaurant?
Yeah. So, and I'm like, Eddie's like, hey, is it busy at night here? She goes, oh, it's packed. But during the day, empty.
That's fascinating. Although, to be fair, your standards are the LA standard, which is everybody on top of each other constantly.
But Johnny, it's like literally like there's nobody around. It's the weirdest shit ever.
It's funny. I felt that way about Indianapolis too. I felt
no,
like it was
100%. And it's like, it's a really weird thing because I love the club. It was a blessing to play the club. The staff was so nice, but it's like sometimes they're like asking you to fill a space up when there's nobody around.
You mean the room?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's kind of, you're like, there's
totally.
nobody here.
And the people are all spread out, too.
Well, yeah, I think Louisville gets like into like all these different neighborhoods and stuff like that. Because I went back and I played there in this place called the Murder Circus, which was a great club.
The Murder Circus?
Yeah, it's called the Murder Circus.
That's a great name.
club.
I love that name.
One-armed comic running it.
Are these people who have been
literally the guy
victims?
literally looks like my Grand Theft Auto avatar, but missing an arm. That's it. I was like, holy shit, dude. But so we do Louisville. It's a great time. One side is this woman who let me see if I can get her name. I'm not gonna say her whole name, but she wore a shirt that says Sam thinks I'm a gilf.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this picture. Should I pull this picture up?
Yeah.
Or no? You don't want her picture? You put it on socials. There she is.
Yeah, that's it. It looks like I'm like, spin around and look. But that's her.
Yeah.
Sam Tripoli thinks I'm a gilf.
I mean, think about it, dude. She went through the effort to have a T-shirt made.
No, she's great.
Sam Tripoli.
She wants to babysit my kids. She's like, I will come to you and babysit your children. I have a doctorate in child development. I'm like, thank you. We'll keep that. Yeah. She'll fly out, Johnny.
We'll call you.
Well, hey, Johnny, don't make fun of my gilf. Okay?
You're gonna have her come babysit your children?
Maybe, dude. I mean, how much is it gonna cost me?
Yeah, that's good.
How much of a fan of mine are you?
That's great.
So we did it. She was over here.
Huge boobs, by the way.
Yeah,
if you're listening,
yeah.
huge boobs.
Yeah, what do you think those are? Like D's?
I don't know.
Double D's?
They're massive.
Yeah, giant, massive D cup tits on grandma who's got a doctorate. Total package.
I mean, that's like downsized.
Yeah, dude. She's so we go there. She's on this side laughing and having a great time. On this side is a very nice guy who obviously is my fan, who brought his wife who didn't know what she was getting into.
Oh, really? Oh,
And
funny.
you just tell, not laughing at all. Not laughing.
Oh.
And it's just crazy because they're always in the front row. It's like, why are you in the front row if you don't want to laugh?
I don't get that either. People who just have to be in the front row and they're
It's just
sitting
so
there
crazy to
stone-faced,
me,
yeah.
Johnny. It's so crazy to me. And then there was another chick not laughing, and she didn't laugh until I did my pronoun joke, and then she laughed really hard.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I should have opened up with dropping N-bombs. I would have been getting a laugh out of you.
Yeah, we know what she's into. That's great.
So we go back to the hotel. It's, again, a gorgeous hotel.
You and the N-word lady go back to the hotel?
No, like, Johnny, it literally was like, it could have been like an apartment complex for like a single, like if you were young and single.
The hotel?
Yeah, my room was like a living room and then a bedroom with a nice
gotcha.
bathroom. So you could, like, if you were single, you could live there. You'd bring chicks back, be a champ at this gorgeous, huge, like, apartment complex that got turned into a hotel. So we go there. We drive to Indianapolis. We drive from Louisville, Kentucky to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana is about 300,000 people. And I'm driving, and it's like so weird because you never know what you're driving into, meaning the rules. It's like Quantum Leap, right? You kind of got to show up and figure out what the rules of the place is.
Yeah.
And apparently in Indiana, you can't speed, even though everyone around you is speeding.
Yes.
I got a speeding ticket in Indiana.
Oh, no.
And it's the worst.
What was it? What was it? Where were you going?
Oh, that's the funniest part. So anyways, I see this guy, and like, I have a real problem when cops try to hide that they're cops in like undercover cars.
Yes.
Like, you're being deceptive at this point.
Unfair.
Right? It's just not cool. You're camouflaged. Let us know. So anyways, I'm driving and I look over, I go, oh, please don't let it be a cop. So I drive and I just kind of look in the mirror and I see I'm like, oh no.
What is this?
He's like, because he's facing there's like, you know where they always have like kind of in the middle of the highway somewhere where you can do a U-turn?
And he's facing you.
He was facing the other highway,
I see. Okay.
right? And he's facing it, so I'm like, oh, he's just watching them. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I saw him do the because he's
turning around.
He's
so-
turning around.
Okay.
And I'm like,
You
oh,
could
no.
have just said that instead of being like, he's. Well, how am I supposed to know what that means?
I said this, Johnny.
Yeah. And then you made some.
Yeah.
Or you could have just said, he turned around.
Well, Johnny, if this is a proper podcast, you would write that down as a reference for people in the future if they need to know, if they need to speak brokenese, okay? So anyways, so it's the worst feeling when you're driving. You slow down because you're like, okay, I'm just going to play it cool.
You probably hit the brake then. You did that. You were an amateur. You hit the brake, right? You hit a little brake.
No,
You got to take your foot off.
I didn't hit the brake.
You got to take your foot off the gas, let
until
it coast.
after the lights were already on.
You never brake. That's the rule. You let it coast. So that
Johnny, it doesn't matter at this point.
Because then you can say, I was going that speed the whole time, officer.
Okay, I love you, Johnny.
I'm giving you a tip.
Anyways, I
That's
see him
free
pull
advice,
up
Sam.
behind me. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker has pulled me over.
What was he driving?
Like a black, like,
Charger? Dodge Charger?
I wasn't quite Dodge Charger, but it was along the lines of that.
It was a car, though.
It was a car, and he had the lights on me and pulled me over. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get myself out of this. He gave me zero opportunity to talk my way out of this.
No Biden jokes?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
I even try, hey man, I'm a comic. You know how long you were how fast you were going? I go 70. He goes 90.
What was the speed limit? 70?
70. 90. You know, you're going 90. Yeah. Then I caught you. Then you went 88 when you saw me. I was like, oh, dude, calm down. And as he's like laying into me for speeding, people are just whoo. Like I'm the prey getting eaten by the predator. And the rest of them are like, dude, sorry to hear that. But we got to save yourself, bro. And they're just flying past them. bang, bang, bang.
Were you going faster than the people around you?
No.
Were you in the passing lane or in the inside lane? Like the slow
In
lane?
Indiana, it's everything is just go.
You gotta stay in the slow lane. That's the other rule. You can speed as much as you want if you stay in the slow lane and just use the passing lane for passing, because they don't check the slow lane in my experience.
No, dude, this guy is checking everybody all the time.
Never gonna.
He gets hard, rock hard.
Never mind.
Rock hard.
I speed all the time. Never gotten a speeding ticket using the.
Well, Johnny, because
Johnny
they're like,
Woodard
oh,
tips and
he's a
tricks.
little faggot. I don't need to pull him over.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was, Sam. Not the Johnny Woodard.
Johnny, they
tips and
have that.
tricks.
That's the gun. It tells you how
faggot
fast
gun.
you are and how gay you are.
We should get one of those in here and point at you. That's it. See a little,
Oh, dude, you'd
it
be
just
done.
You know what it pops up? Macaroni.
Macaroni,
Right
dude.
there.
So somebody, I guess, during the Austin Picard Jose Garcon show, something about trans, and somebody posted something. I'll go back to the story, but posted something about I had sex with a trans. It was a post on like 4chan.
Oh, and it was
and
like
I did
Charlie
a joke
Kirk or
like,
something? Yeah.
I go, why are you tagging me on this? And then like everybody took it serious. Like I wasn't completely joking.
But wasn't it like it was supposed to have been written by like Charlie Kirk or something like that?
No.
It was one of those guys.
The other influence, Mike, the Zionist.
Oh yeah, Chernoff.
Cernovich. Yeah.
Cernovich.
Yeah.
Cernovich.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everyone's like, we know, bro. We know. I'm like, oh, Johnny's propaganda is working. Anyways.
What does that mean? My propaganda. is
Your
working.
propaganda making me a tranny hunter, you fucker. So anyways.
You did that to you, by the way.
You did that to you.
You used to joke about that a lot in the early
I
days.
still
of Punch
joke
Drunk.
about that. Okay? That's the point. There's a comic out there that's constantly giving me shit all the time. And the worst part of it is that he just uses my own jokes against me. It's so fucking annoying. He accuses everybody of stealing his jokes, and he just regurgitates my jokes that I do about me.
Who is it?
I'm not going to say. Not right now. Anyways, the point is, because I've moved on.
Yeah, it really sounds like it.
No, I have. I mean, occasionally people will screenshot him talking shit about me, and I'm just like, okay.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. Anyways, so I get the ticket. Now I'm like, I called Dana. I'm like, I got pulled over for speed. She's like, damn it.
How much was it?
I haven't even looked at it. So I got to figure out, if I can do like school, like traffic school.
You'd have to go there to do it, though, right?
Well, they do it online now.
Oh, okay.
It's the easiest shit you've ever done. It's literally 15 minutes. They just make you go through the motions. So, Johnny, I know you hate when I tell airplane stories, but I have.
I don't hate it.
You do. You
We
fucking
get notes
hate
about
it.
like how you.
So, anyways,
you love talking about.
so I go, I crush, right? I fucking crush. Literally got standing up. Crush. Fort Wayne, I will be back. He's like, we want to have you back for a weekend. I'm like, I'll come. You think I'm afraid? I'll drop hammers, dog. So, anyways, as I'm getting selling shirts, taking pictures, shaking hands, kissing babies, fucking grabbing nipples on tits, right?
Is that a thing that
No,
happened?
I don't. I don't. No, never. It's like I respect the fans too much. There's a lot
What
of
if they
people
ask you to do that?
like cup their no, dude, because you never know, it could turn around and get you in trouble. You don't want to do any of that stuff.
What if it's like the hottest chick you've ever seen?
No.
What if it's a big fat dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Isn't
cup
that
a
sad?
dude's tits.
Isn't that sad?
No, it's not sad because it is sad
It is
that
sad.
we're in this state.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So I'm doing the meet and greet after. My phone buzzes. I look down. It's Steve Randolph's wife, Chelsea, has texted me. And you know what her text says? How did Jason Rouse die? I go, what? She goes, yeah, he died. How did he die? I go, what are you? I'm going, what? I'm like in my head going, what? I go, what are you talking about? Here, I'll read it.
But that's a fun way to tell people somebody died, but is to just ask them how they died.
How did Jason Rouse die? I go, what? She goes, I saw it on Facebook. He died. I go, link? She sent me no link. So now I'm like going through going, why wasn't I a better friend to him? I should have shown him more love.
This is great.
He just wanted to be loved, dude. He was on a journey. He was an artist. He had his demons, but he just wanted to love. Why?
Just trying to make shit funny.
Just trying to make literally shit funny.
Literally shit.
Literally pooping in your bathtub. Trying to make it funny. He sent you the same picture of scat 1,000 times for 10 years. I'm trying to make that funny. Coming on Playboy Radio and doing pedophile jokes and then telling them they can't use the episode because he did too many pedophile jokes.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, true story. By the way, I know it's before you. I still get email alerts from Playboy Radio that I have a show recording on the day that we would record.
That's so funny.
Isn't that crazy? Like zombie recordings.
Hey, everybody. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches and discomfort? The CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body, not against it. Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether that's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, that's the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort, stress, and sleeplessness. All products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Broken Sim listeners can save 30% on their first order. Wow, 30%. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/broken and use the code broken at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/broken and use the code broken for this fantastic deal on Cornbread Hemp. We love Cornbread Hemp here at Broken Simulation. The people in my life can't stop raving about it. Please check it out. Again, that's the code broken at cornbreadhemp.com/broken.
So anyways, I'm like, why, Jason? Why? I'm texting people, hey, dude, did you hear anything about Jason? Nobody's getting back to me. I'm like, he's dead. Why? I'm just melting. I just crushed. Now I'm the saddest I've ever been. Oh, my good friend that I went on tour with, and we had a fun tour. And
This is how I felt when they said the Pope died a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh, no, not the Pope. Oh,
you did?
God. No, I'm just kidding. Of course not. Obviously not.
So I'm like, I can't see anything. You're Googling Jason Ralph's dead. Nothing's coming up.
But then you're like, is he even big enough that he would pop into Google?
Yeah. So then I call him, I FaceTime him, and boom, he answers the phone. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I thought you were dead. He goes, nope, I'm just hanging out with a French guy right now.
Is it on his radar that people think he's dead at that point? Or
hold on, let me see.
what are you seeing here?
Let me see. So I screenshot him. He's got a giant gray beard now. He goes, nope, still alive. Still shitting in showers.
Wow,
So-
he looks different.
He looks totally different. So then I go, he's alive. I sent her a picture. She goes, LOL, my bad. She goes, whoa, awkward. And I go, more like retarded. And she laughed. I'm like, dude, you gotta do some research.
terrible.
You gotta do some research.
And she never sent you a source of the thing?
No.
That's so annoying.
It's so annoying, dude. And it's like this, it's like, you know what that reminds me of is like when, if you're in sobriety and you have what they call relapse stream, it's like a free use. You get to feel the demoralization of losing your day count. And it's instantly demoralizing. And then you're like, okay, this isn't so bad. I'm back. I didn't relapse. It's great. And you get feel renewal. So that's how it felt. So anyways, I go. That was at the night. Next day, we got to get on a plane. We got to get out early, so I can get back and get the kids. We get there. I sit down. This elderly man sits next to me with his phone, and he just is doing it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm like, I look over to
Oh, I already don't like it. Oh,
I'm like, dude, what is, I go, I can't take this anymore.
Oh, God.
It's so loud. It's so loud. I get up and I move. So we're boarding the plane.
what do you mean? This is Before boarding? Or?
In the airport.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting at one. When I sit waiting for my plane, I like to face I'll go forever looking for the right seat. I have to face my gate.
You're worried they're gonna leave without you?
Yeah, I'm worried I'm gonna fall asleep and miss my flight. So, anyways, I'm waiting. They call my flight. They call my group. I go in. Hey, how's it going? To all the stewardess. Hi, how are you? I go down. The plane is mostly empty.
That's the best.
And I look down, and there is a guy sitting there, and it is the snorter. And I go, please, Lord, don't make this happen. And I look down. My flight, my seat number is A. So I look to the side. That's the opposite aisle than him, and that is F and C. And I go, oh no, I'm in A, he's in B. And the whole plane is empty but this guy.
Oh no.
And I go, okay, there's no way this is happening.
What are the odds of that, right?
What are the odds of this
There's
happening?
no way that happens.
So I start walking and I start doing the math and bang.
It's never a hot chick. It's just never a hot chick.
It is the snorter. I go, please, why? Okay, what'd I do? What'd I do, God? Did I do something? What'd I do?
I mean, yeah, you did a lot of shit.
Yeah, I did. I'm paying the price. So I go, is the plane packed? She goes, 100% sold out. I go, no.
Oh.
No. And we got to grab a fucking plane from here to dude, it was, anyways, snorting the whole time, dude. I sit down. I literally punch the seat in front of me.
Is Eddie with you?
Eddie is with me.
But not sitting with you?
No, he's up like 3 aisles. The guy's nice. I feel bad that I just couldn't take the snort. I could hear it.
No, that's incredibly annoying.
Incredibly annoying. Nice guy. I go, hey, sir, I have to get off this plane. I'm going to miss my flight. He goes, go. I grab my bag.
You mean he went, go.
Go. Bro, these airports, the Dallas airport where you got to get on a train to get to your plane.
That airport sucks.
Sucks, dude. So
I hate it.
Our plane leaves in 30 minutes. We have to get to the other end of the airport.
It's not the first time you've had this problem there.
Dude, we're just hauling. We get on the train, take off. We literally walked on as they were, walked right in, and we made it in time. So, but on the second flight, again, there's all these flight attendants trying to be funny. So the pilot gets on and starts breaking down the everyone's like life. And in the back, you have Johnny's
pilot?
The pilot's going, hey,
bro,
man,
don't you have some shit to do?
Let me tell you about our crew. I just want to tell you about them. They're hard working, good people. Tommy was like all varsity in Florida, and he was like a real hard worker. He joined the military and then decided to become a flight attendant. And, he saved 3 men in Vietnam, and you're like, okay, nobody cares. And then he's like, and then Sarah in the back. Sarah is one of the top 3 flight attendants in Southwest Airlines. No, it wasn't Southwest. It was American.
How the hell they measure
She goes,
that?
they give away an award to 3 flight attendants, and she's one of the 3 flight attendants get. So give it up for her, right? Now, Sarah is a thick chick, but she's a hot, thick chick. Have you ever seen those like devil cheerleader drawings? Have you ever seen those?
Yes, I know.
That's exactly what she looks like. Thick and bangs black guys. That is her vibe. She had that fat ass. That's a caboose. Yeah. And all I think is Nelly's line is that your ass or your mama got reindeer. Okay? I don't even know what that means.
What?
Well, that's a line. Is that your ass or your mama got reindeer? That's exactly what you see when you see Sarah's fat ass. And she was not good at her job. She was not good at her job.
She's top 3 in Southwest. What do you mean?
Because, or American, because what she would do is like she would ask everybody's individual thing and then go back and get it and then take forever instead of asking everybody's stuff and come down at once. And that was my story. That was the flight. We did.
Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer?
Oh, really?
Half reindeer.
Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer? Man, I've been singing it wrong, and that's even better. Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer? I'm in, dude. I don't even know what it means.
I think it's like is your mother like a centaur?
Can your mom pull a plow?
Yeah, she's got like a big ass.
Yeah. Can your mom pull Santa's sleigh? That's literally what he's saying.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it makes a little more sense that way.
It totally makes a little more sense.
It's hard being a thick bitch on a plane, too.
It's hard to be a
Getting
thick
down the
bitch on a
aisles,
plane. Yeah, with a fucking fat peach that you could literally put a fucking, like, a bottle of champagne.
You were into that, too,
like,
weren't you?
oh, yeah, dude.
Remember
If
that magazine cover where Kim Kardashian like had a bottle sitting on
and
her
she
ass?
just broke the internet, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, what is this?
I'll never forget that. That was a
That
big day.
is a black hole of death.
You know what I want to talk to you about right now? The official crypto partner of this podcast is an exciting announcement. We have a crypto partner now. It's called Tin Hat Cat. It's a cryptocurrency. At the end of this episode will be, if you wait till the end or skip to the end now, but just wait, listen to the whole thing. There will be instructions on how to get into Tin Hat Cat if you want to. Here's the thing. This is a sponsorship. They're our official crypto partner, but they are paying us to talk about this.
They are paying us.
The guy Kyle,
no
the founder of Tin Hat Cat, Kyle, is one of us. He's a conspiracy guy like us. The community around Tin Hat Cat, it's mostly just people like us.
They ain't like us, but they are like us.
A lot of tinfoil hat listeners in the community. It's probably the kind of crypto project we would have done if we were to do one, if we ever got off our asses to make a crypto coin. It's been going strong for a while.
They ain't like us.
It's a good group of people over there at Tin Hat Cat THC.
And Johnny, the whole thing is like nobody wants to get hot tooied.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And Johnny, according to Johnny, this isn't what they're doing. But
no, it would seem not. I mean,
listen,
the way the
do me a
coin's
favor, guys.
distributed.
Don't put your life savings into it, okay? Please, buy a little piece.
Well, no. Here's the thing: don't put anything in any cryptocurrency that you can't afford to lose.
Yeah. Go to your couch right now. Look for all the change you can find. Invest that much. There you go.
We both hold some coin.
I hold some coin,
and it's cool. Go on Twitter and just search that hashtag Tin Hat Cat.
and just know Tin Hat Cat says the nice things about everybody on Twitter. He's like,
yes.
Listen, this is how nice he is, Johnny. I'm going to say he's porn bot nice. That's how nice he is.
Yeah, that's right. You can go to on Twitter, on X, at @10hat_cat. And
the only people that like me are porn bots, and they're so positive.
And the guy's name is Kyle. He's the founder of THC. And we kind of like what they're doing. Again,
I don't even know what they're doing, but I'm in.
Well,
because they sponsor the show.
They're trying to uplift everybody.
America. He's Canadian, I think.
Yeah, he who's owns the coin, but mostly it's just kind of like just a cool corner of the internet to hang out. They
Johnny,
do their own memes.
Do you think tinfoil cat gets bitches?
Tin Hat Cat?
Tin Hat Cat?
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about his personal life. He's got a family, so he gets.
Oh, dude,
bitch.
he got bitches.
He got bitch. Yeah.
Hey, dude, I can't believe you called his wife a bitch, bro.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle.
No, it's not, dude. His wife is a wonderful person. She's married to a crypto miner. You know how much patience you have to have?
He's the founder of
He's a founder miner founder.
I did a Twitter space with him a couple of months ago.
Oh, really,
Yeah.
Johnny?
Cool guy.
And what did you guys discuss?
Conspiracies.
Your love of Wayne Gretzky? Conspiracies.
Yeah. He just asked me about
Johnny, do people
doing the
ask you to come
podcast.
on their podcast? They're like, hey, will you come on the podcast?
Yeah, I don't do it usually.
Johnny, you
do it
should.
often.
You should go on there and just act like you're into all of them.
Well, I'm the biggest fan of their podcast. Though.
Yeah, the dinosaurs died because they farted so much, and the global warming killed them.
all conspiracies. I got you. Yeah. I thought you meant like I go on there and pretend their podcast is my favorite podcast. Every podcast I go on.
Yeah.
I get really nervous.
Yeah, you should do that.
No, the last podcast I did before that was like
Tinfoil Hat Cat.
Like Steve Renazizi's pod I did before, and that was the last one.
Tinfoil Cat.
Tin Hat Cat.
Tin Hat Cat.
The official crypto sponsor.
Tin
of
Hat
Broken Consumers.
Cat.
Again, you want to figure out how to.
Is that a robot cat, by the way? Is robot
no,
cat?
it's a little pink cat with a tinfoil hat on.
And is it AI?
What do you mean? Is it AI?
It's a tinfoil
It's
cat.
an illustration. I don't.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't exist. It's a fake.
You don't exist, Johnny. Bang.
Anyway, we'll have the contract address so you know you're getting into the right coin in the description of this.
Yeah.
And then the instructions will be at the end if you want to.
Yeah, join. Johnny's
Get a
excited.
little piece.
You guys can't see, but his nipples are so hard right now.
They're always that way.
Just cutting glass.
They're always that way, to be fair.
Cutting glass nipples, Johnny. That's what they call him in high school.
They did call me that. Yeah.
Johnny, for $1, would cut your glasses with his nipples.
You're so stupid. What's in that Starbucks over there? You're so dumb.
What else, Johnny? Can we do calls?
Yeah, we
Five-star
have
reviews?
a couple of calls. We'll do reviews next week. Let them build up some. Although we got plenty.
Guys, we need you to leave reviews.
Yeah, it helps us.
Go
in the
out
rankings.
right now, buy an iPhone, buy a shady eye, go to a kiosk at the mall, buy a iPhone 10, and just leave us positive reviews.
Help us game the system.
Game the system.
Because the system has screwed Sam so hard.
The broken will rise.
And yeah, if you just leave a review wherever you are, comment if
Twitter's
you're watching
been
on YouTube.
very good to me.
Yeah, not me. Still haven't got.
I know, Johnny. Johnny,
I'm just gonna make a new one.
Yeah, just make a new one. Stop being a fuck momo.
Okay, not a ton of calls this week because I didn't put out the link until
Well,
or the
Johnny,
phone number
I
until
think
late.
it's really sad.
But this guy has a suggestion, which is I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm just curious what you think of it. Here you go. It's a branding suggestion, I guess you would say, for the Sam Tripoli universe of podcasts. I guess that's what you might say about this. So here you go. This is a suggestion for your universe of podcasts.
Okay.
Hey, Sam. I had a good idea. I thought you should expand the Tinfoil Hat podcast to include Johnny Woodard, Broken Sim, and the other 19 podcasts you do. Bring everybody along and have one big thing together. I'm sorry, I'm really sick. My kid's in daycare and picking up every damn sickness. I know you know what it's like. It's bullshit, but
Yeah, dude.
love what you guys do.
Your kids are
and I
outbreak
love Broken
monkeys.
Sim. I hope to see you live with Eddie Bravo, or just you, or you and Johnny Woodard.
Johnny doesn't
or
want to
you and
go.
somebody else. Love you guys.
Love you too, dude. Listen, man. I'm so touched. Guy's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
And they're like, any final thoughts? He's like, tell Sam,
I got a branding idea for him.
take all of his shows, put them together. Like, is he saying like a live event?
I think what he's saying is that you should just call everything like Tinfoil Hat, Broken Simulation. You know what I mean?
Oh, so Brian Callen's always said I should start one feed and
Yeah.
call it the Everything Bagel.
That's what he's saying.
And just put it there.
That's what he's saying, I think. It's like Tinfoil Hat presents Broken Simulation. Tinfoil Hat presents
Dude, we would be
Zero.
like top 30 if I did that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right?
Could I mean it could my fear is that it would piss off the people. They'd be like, You're putting too much shit out, Tripoli.
Yeah.
You know, some of the
It was
Tinfoil
so
Hat
funny
people-
because I used to the local celebrities of my Patreon back during the Hohid, you know what I'm talking to Hohiv?
Yeah.
They would be like, dude, you're putting out too much. We can't keep up. I go, it's not really about keeping up.
No, man.
It's about when you want something new to listen to,
Yes. It being there.
being there. So, and
Yeah,
like,
this is not Severance. You don't have to watch every episode.
no, 100%. And it's just about like, it's like if you go to samtripoli.com, you're getting a new episode every week, every day, excuse me.
We could do what those Midas Touch assholes do and just put out like 10-minute podcasts every day.
Oh, yeah, record like 2 hours and then just cut it up.
Yeah.
And be like, we're the biggest podcast on planet
So
Earth.
ridiculous.
Sassy.
I guess you could create a new feed maybe and just put little snippets out, but I don't know.
No, I
That
don't
doesn't
want to
seem
do
fair.
that, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Okay.
So I appreciate that, dude.
So here's another. This is an example of. I guess this is more indicative of how few calls we have. But tell me what you think this guy means.
Hey, this is a question I had for Johnny and Sam, and we'll keep it quick and simple. Is Christ is king? Is this correct?
That's it.
Okay, because that's a big controversy right now.
What is that? What?
So there again, every year, this group of people, Jews, okay, come out and say that saying Christ is king is offensive to the Jews. You know?
Really?
Yeah. And it's a big thing that Candace Owens is on right now. And she has this hilarious video where they set up a debate about whether the term Christ is king, and they had like 15 people there, and 13 of them were Jews discussing this. And you're like, I mean, like, that doesn't really make any sense. And they have one Christian and then a Indian dude, and the rest were Jews, you know?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find somebody talking. The only thing I can find
Go
is
to Candace Owens.
That's what I'm looking at here. It's
Put in Candace Owens, Christ is king.
It says in
the
November
Twitter,
2023, political and social commentator Candace Owens sparked an online firestorm. I'm going to by tweeting Christ is king. She just tweeted that in November 2023. By itself, that phrase would hardly be surprising to read from a person who calls himself or herself a Christian. So I guess she's the one that is being accused of having polluted it. I guess I don't. I'm doing Twitter now, but that is what am I going to her Twitter or just typing in that phrase?
Yeah, just Twitter, Christ is king, and you should find one where she's breaking down this study that they did, in which they had a debate: is Christ is king offensive? Now, I've said this in stand-up comedy. If you have to ask if it's offensive, it's not offensive. You automatically know it's offensive, right? So it's like, I remember I was working at Crunch, and a buddy of mine worked there. He's the nicest guy. And I will go, he was Jewish. I go, hey, is Jew offensive? He goes, I don't know. Let me ask. And I go, dude, if you got to ask, it's not offensive. Okay?
Yeah, totally.
Right?
No, that's totally right. Yeah. I mean, if you didn't immediately like react to it, it's not. Is this it right here?
When you look at, because I just said, okay, who funded this study? Who did this study?
This is it.
Is this Christians coming together and recognizing a problem
She's so hot.
amongst Christians? Because that would make a little more sense. I would still strongly
stop it. Real quick, it's like, listen, anybody who gets to this level, you always have to go, okay, how did that happen?
Yes.
But the question becomes, and I'm open-minded to anything anybody says. Mm-hmm. Is like what she's talking about is that add to the whole thing that where, you know, the whole theory about, you know, why Hitler's job in World War II was to scare the Jews, so they all moved to Israel. Have you heard that theory? Like that was a big thing because the Jews didn't want to move the European Jews.
No, why would they? They had great lives.
Yeah, they were living. They loved living in Europe. Yeah. They didn't want to go. So the whole theory was they had to scare them. And that was a big part of what Hitler's role was. So they always say that, you know.
Yeah, they had to force them on. It's almost like the Ukrainians pulling these guys
Johnny,
onto the front
I've already said this before. If you go, Sam, gun to your head, who went to the camps? I think it was the Orthodox. That, if you're asking me, I know it's a dangerous conversation. But that's my opinion. I've said it before on Conspiracy Social.
It kind of reminds me, though, of them forcing them to Israel. It's like kind of like how the Ukrainians are snatching up kids and putting them on the front lines. You know? They're like, hey, you got to go live in these.
And there's something into like the cleansing of that as well.
You got to live on these settlements, right in a war zone, technically.
Yeah, and it's like who's being sent to those front lines? Is it Christians? Anyways.
Oh, in Ukraine, really?
Yeah, I mean, there's a big talk about that.
I
like,
didn't know that. No.
What's going on in Syria is Christians getting cleansed.
Yeah.
You know, and then Ben Shapiro's like, some Christians are gonna die. Isn't that be crazy? It's like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
He sucks.
I don't care how big your sister's tits are. Okay, you're a garbage man. All right,
they are huge.
They're so big.
They don't fit her body at all.
Dude, Jew pussy is a voodoo, dog. It will lock you in and make you a Zionist real quickly, dude. It's almost like the Agent Smith thing. You know, when you put it in, you just, now you're Agent Smith. That's like Jewish pussy, dude. You stick your dick in, you're like, they deserve their own land. Stop picking on them, anti-Semitic. That's how it goes. Right.
Yeah. Suddenly you're just finding dollars everywhere on the street.
Like,
totally.
We get tattooed. We will dance again, right? So I fast forward.
Oh, by the way, speaking of dancing Jews, I put in a FOIA request for the. Cause it turned out someone had FOIA'd the photographs taken by the dancing Israelis.
Yeah,
and the FBI a few years ago. A listener of Adam Green's.
Adam Green, shout out to Adam Green.
Showed the photos that the FBI gave him as a response to the FOIA. They're really shitty, like photocopies with the most important part, their faces of them celebrating completely obscured, right?
Yeah.
Now, these are guys who went on television acknowledging they were those people. So there's no interest in protecting their privacy.
And
None at
Johnny,
all. So I put in a new FOIA this week with the FBI.
Johnny, limit dangerous.
So we're going to see what happens.
Dangerous conversation. Welcome to Broken
Well, no,
Sim.
I think the new FBI.
Dangerous conversation.
The new FBI maybe will...
Well, it's no. The Zionist guy...
Shh.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it.
So anyway, but here's the problem with everything is that now we're maybe it's always been this, but we're now in a place where there's not really facts anymore. It's what's your opinion on the subject, and like so you'll be like, dude, they admitted it, they did all this, and then you're just having not true, you're totally lying, and you're like, okay,
well,
dude.
that's where we miss old school journalism, where people had to. The journalists did it to themselves too, with blogs and all that shit. You used to be, you didn't report anything until you had at least
corporations
3 sources.
did that to us.
At least 3
corporations paid the people that would lie and say whatever they want. Like today, I was at home. Dana's like, I can't find the remote. It's just luckily stuck on MSNBC for her.
Oh, no.
And hand to God, they had some Asian chick on there going, the measles is 97% effective. I go, how can you? There are supercuts of Rachel Maddow saying the is 100% effective.
If you get the injection, it stops with you.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
John, you got to say, yeah.
It's an injection.
No, yeah,
but they don't know it. I'm talking about getting injected by PrEP. Because we all need some PrEP in our ass.
Can we get PrEP to sponsor the show? Since apparently I'm a tranny chaser. But so she basically.
I love that I can't say injection, but you can say tranny.
No, can I? I think AI will get really crazy.
But wait, hold on. Yeah, but that's not even the problem with that particular injection. The problem is the side effects of it. So what if it prevents measles, but it causes your children to die? You know what I mean?
It's just so dumb. So anyways, this whole thing, she talks about this debate that this group was set up.
Does she have her own like Janet Jackson style like photo collage here?
Of her there and then her as a kid. Johnny, just jump around fast forward where I can just see the screen.
But if it was all Christians that can
it's hard because the cursor has disappeared on this.
recognize which one of you Jews should be shouting at the other Jews. You can be a good Jew or you can be a bad Jew.
Go back. You know her husband's Jewish. It's so crazy. Oh, here it is.
Who is Jewish? We have Dan.
Stop. Okay, go back just a little bit more. She breaks down everybody in this study. It's so crazy.
A problem. We've got to address it. Then I would be much more understanding this Lenten season. But it's not that. Okay, it's not that.
Her.
Look at the list of the people who were part of the study.
Nice
so I
hair.
count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 individuals who took place in this study.
13 individuals.
Yeah, her skin is perfect.
All right.
The first principal investigator there that you have, Dr. Lee Jussum, is Jewish. Dr. Jordan Peterson has said he does not believe in Christ. We're going to get to him in a second. So he's unknown, I guess we could say, an atheist, perhaps. Reverend Dr. Johnny Moore, who I would refer to as the token Christian because he's the only one. And he's the one that retweeted this study and got this going this morning. We're going to speak more about him. Then we have Dr. Joel Finkelstein, who is Jewish. We have Jacob Zucker, who is Jewish. We have Danit Sarah Finkelstein, who is Jewish. We have Sonia Yanofsky, who is Jewish. We have Alex Goldenberg, who is Jewish. We have Ohad Fadida, who is Jewish. We have Gideon Furher, who we checked, and he is Jewish. We have Simon Lazarus, who is Jewish. And the last two, Anisa Jagdeep and Ankita Jagdeep, are presumably Hindu, but they are Indian.
Okay, stop. And Indians are Zionists as fuck.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. And it gets into that the British Empire conquered them, flipped them. And, you know, it's like I tell you, Johnny, it's the United States, probably Canada, but definitely United States, India, Russia, China, Israel, and Saudi Arabia are all, in my humble opinion, British territories.
Oh, interesting.
And Canada is in that because Prince Charles is on their money, dude. But it's. I mean, dude, the head of, we talked about it before, the head of the Bank of the head of Canada right now ran the Bank of England. They're not even hiding it anymore.
And the Bank of Canada.
Canada's been conquered. But listen to that, dude. It's like You're debating whether another religion can say Christ is king, and you get nothing but one side.
And this is a study? Is that what this is?
Yeah. And again, it's like, I love everybody, but this is like so like you.
But what kind of study has like 13 people in it? I don't understand this. What? They interviewed them
And
all.
like, I love how you get like sisters and like
like eight
married people.
Finkelsteins in there.
Finkelstein and Finkelstein.
By the way, could
Co-principal
you not-
investigator.
They weren't even trying to hide it, by the way. Normally you'd get like, some people who anglicize their last names, but it's like Yanofsky, Finkelstein, Goldenberg.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more obvious.
It's just trying to start chaos. And that's why when people like, there's so much hate everywhere, it's like, yeah, dude, it's always been there. It's just now your group's getting it too. That's it.
Is there really, though? I don't believe that.
All right,
I don't believe
Johnny,
there's
Johnny, we keep saying we're not going to go that long.
Well,
Please.
let's just do the news then.
Let's do the news.
Speaking of Canada, Trump has again brought up Canada as a possible 51st state. He said this week that Canada only makes sense as a 51st state. He said it only makes sense as a state. He claims that we are subsidizing Canada, technically, I think, through trade, to the tune of, what is it, $200 billion a year by his math? Here's what the president of these United States said.
No, I'm not. Look, we've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all on aluminum or steel or cars. We're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years. We've been subjected to costs that we shouldn't be subjected to. In the case of Canada, we're spending $200 billion a year to subsidize Canada. I love Canada. I love the people of Canada. I have many friends in Canada. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, the great. Hey, how good is Wayne Gretzky? He's the great one.
He's
But
great.
we have,
By the way, stop.
He's so funny.
You know what he's doing? Exactly what I do. Anytime I meet Indian, I tell him I know Russell Peters. I say, Wayne Gretzky, Canada. You know that name. You know that name.
I mean, do we all love Wayne Gretzky?
I know many people from Canada that are good friends of mine.
Name one more.
But, the United States can't subsidize a country for $200 billion a year. We don't need their cars. We don't need their energy. We don't need their lumber. We don't need anything that they...
Stop it.
That they...
He's so right. And it just gets into this thing where we do this to control people. This is why we do it.
Do what?
Why do we buy Saudi oil? So we control Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Why do we buy Canadian products? To control Canada. Yeah. It's not like we don't need any of that shit.
No.
And it's like he's bringing up great points. And it's like, and again, I love Canada. I haven't been to Saudi Arabia. I'd love to go. Like there's a lot of talk now. Like you can fly to Dubai for nothing now.
I would like to go there.
Like, dude, have you seen
Not Saudi.
I saw one $117 to fly to Dubai.
That's crazy. There's no way they're making money off that.
No,
right?
they don't care. Yeah. They may have so much money, they don't give a shit. But
think about it though. I think it depends on what you mean by need. The word need. Like, do we need to trade with other countries? No, unless you want to keep having an iPhone that doesn't cost $5,000.
I just disagree with that story.
There's no way to do it. Get all the little shit. Now, I think we can get all the food we need here, all the energy we need in this country. Absolutely. But if you want to get dirt cheap Amazon shit delivered to your door every day, that's going to take a massive rejiggering.
Johnny,
of the
maybe
economy.
the iPhone, maybe, but I also think there's a cap of what people could pay. You could pay it off over time.
I don't even think we have those rare earth minerals in this country, so we have to do some trade to get those.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it,
but no, I think he's telling the truth in that. Yeah, we don't need Canada, certainly. I mean, if you look at the scale and scope, the lumber is kind of a big deal, a little bit of the energy. But anyway, listen to him finish. He gets into this thing, and I just want to ask you after he says it if you think he's serious.
Yeah, we do it because we want to be helpful, but it comes a point when you just can't do that. You have to run your own country. And to be honest with you, Canada only works as a state. We don't need anything they have. As a state, it would be one of the great states anywhere. This would be the most incredible country visually. If you look at a map, they drew an artificial line right through it between Canada and the U.S. Just a straight artificial line.
called
Somebody
borders,
did it
yeah.
a long time ago, many decades
It
ago.
just gets
Are you
into the.
listening to what he says? Many
We're just making
decades ago.
stuff. We're just
hundreds of years
listen,
ago. Yes.
I'm gay Trump, and I think that line is stupid.
Isn't
Okay?
that funny that he's just
Stupid.
like many decades ago they drew this arbitrary line. Yeah, all borders are arbitrary. For a
Yeah,
start.
I mean, all of Middle East is just made up by the British Empire.
Have
They
you ever
just
looked
ma-
at counties in the Midwest
Yeah.
of this country? They're just all squares.
Yeah,
So why? You
they
think
just
that's
make it
natural?
up,
No,
dude.
they just make that shit up. Yeah.
And again, this gets into the North American Union. That
Yes.
is a real fucking problem.
It's what Europe did already. That with that, what the
And then you get into
Schengelberg, whatever.
non-elected, and like, listen, a lot of people don't like what Elon's doing because they feel like they didn't elect him, and I get that.
You're going
Right.
to need approval to fly to Europe, not excluding UK. The EU, after I think in 2026, you'll need to get like prior approval. You'll have to apply for like almost like a kind of a visa. to
Oh
enter-
shit! I talk too much shit. I probably
to
won't be
enter
able to
Europe.
go.
Yeah, because if they have that, what's it called? The Stingle something zone? or
Shingle
so-
banga, blinga,
Stingen-
shinga, dinga,
Stingen
bing,
zone
ding,
or
bing.
something. Yeah, I just let him finish.
Makes no sense. It's so perfect as a great and cherished state. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states. Maybe our greatest state. But why should we subsidize another country for $200 billion? It costs us $200 billion a year.
Anyway, do you think he's serious about the state thing? Because I don't think there's any way that happens. There's no mechanism for it to
Yeah,
happen.
that's what everyone's talking. There's no way for it to happen. It would have to go province to province, and it has to be all this stuff. And then if
And
you
the
can be
Canadians
mega
don't
all
want
you
it.
want, and again, I love the mega people. I love the mega people. They're beautiful people. Okay, but it's like this leads into the North American Union, and that's where your constitutional rights go out the door.
Yeah.
And this just gets into Trump is just like people are tired, dude. I saw Mel K going, please release the files or arrest somebody. It's getting demoralizing. And I'm like, that's the point.
Q all over again. So BJ Penn,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he posted this video, and he says that the government, I assume that's what the Daily Loud is reporting, killed his mother and replaced her with a lookalike to seize his family's fortune. And this is the video he published.
What's up, Paul? Huh? Fuck you, cunt. Fuck you, what? You can only do this because you get the government behind you. Fuck you, get crazy. Fuck you. This lady right here, look at her ass and legs. She's acting like my 79-year-old mother. But she's not my 79-year-old mother. And it's interesting when you Google Lorraine Abelais, our house pops up because this lady acts like Lorraine Inouye. So you Google Lorraine Abelais, and this house pops up, and then you look, and then my mom's name starts popping up. She's trying to steal everything, and this is not my mother. And I'm putting this up because she's saying that she's going to get an attorney and try to do something. She's trying to throw me out, and if I attack...
Now, I just want to, on the screen here, it says the Abelais family, Lorraine Inouye, plus the government are trying to steal Penn family money. Heidi Abelais, a.k.a. Kipola, Lorraine Abelais on the other side, it says, like and share. She already sold our Honolulu studio for $2.5 million. Brother is Paul Abelais, Carlos Rivera. Again, this is all alleged by BJ Penn. I'm going to let it continue playing now.
She'll try to do something.
Now, do you think this is, it seems like this is him following her around with the camera, right? Because you can see his finger kind of enter the shot in that kitchen shot.
Of course.
Or something else, but she's...
He loves his mom's ass.
Yeah, but he's saying that's not his mother, right? That's someone pretending to be his mother.
Come on. Get off the road. Get off the road.
This is Lorraine Abelais, not Lorraine Shin. Okay, so is Lorraine Abelais his mother or Lorraine Shin?
I don't know. Hey, he just shoots his mom's ass.
I think he wants us to do. I used to say in high school, I have AIDS ass identification system. I could tell any girl in the school. by their ass, and I
Yeah.
think he's asking me to get on this case and compare the asses of these two women.
Of his mom?
He seems to be, dude. But he's saying, look at the ass there. He's like, did those asses match? I don't think so. Anyway, this is wild.
It is wild, and everybody's all. I don't know, dude. This gets into stuff. Is there,
Like, is he okay?
Is he have trauma from getting hit all the time? Because you remember at the end, dude.
Yes.
He was
bad.
getting knocked out in like Waffle House
bad.
Waffle House
Yeah.
parking lots.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he got punch drunk like permanently. Yeah.
Like the cloning thing is just like the weirdest part of conspiracies. But he's saying that that's just another woman acting like it's his
Yeah,
mother.
it's not even cloning. Yeah, it's like the government. But he says the government swapped his mom out, murdered his mother. I guess is what it's saying. And then so I don't even. I think that.
But he
woman,
knows who this other woman is.
and he was like with her. Yeah, in that video, like just with the
He's
dog.
like, look at her ass. I'm like, okay, dude. Even that's a weird.
It's
statement.
weird, ass and legs. Yeah.
How do you know your mom's ass?
But he doesn't have that the lisp of like Joe Frazier, late Joe Frazier, that
Like,
kind of punch. Yeah, like
yeah.
he can barely. He doesn't have that. So if it is a cognitive thing, it's just like his sanity that's
By
gone.
the way,
not
can
his-
you run again for a really rich person? Their house is pretty messy.
Well, he said they already sold a $2.5 million property in Honolulu. So yeah, but you're totally right. Anyway, this is just I don't even know what to. I mean, I kind of. It's either incredibly. This is like earth-shattering news, or it's sad because he's lost it.
What's up, Paul?
It says, okay, F the Abele family, Paul Abele, Carlos Rivera, with the help of the government, murdered my mom and brother.
Who are the Abelays?
So the Abeles are the baddies.
Fuck you.
The baddies in this. And
Okay.
Paul is the guy he's saying F you to.
Cunt. Fuck you. What? You can only do this because you get the government behind you. Fuck you. Like get crazy. Fuck you. This lady right here.
Okay, he said, this is Lorraine Abele, not Lorraine. So this is the imposter
Can you
right here.
look up Lorraine Abelray
Yeah.
and Lorraine?
She's acting like my 79-year-old mother.
She doesn't have the ass of a 79-year-old, I will say.
But she's not my 79-year-old mother. And it's interesting when you Google Lorraine Abele,
Do it without his writing because we can't
Okay.
see anything.
All right, I will in just a second.
our house pops up because this lady acts like Lorraine Inouye. So you Google Lorraine Abele, and this house pops up, and
What house pops
and then you
up?
look,
I think the house that they sold in Honolulu is what he's saying.
and then my mom. This is not.
He's making us compare asses.
This is Lorraine Abele, not Lorraine. So this is Lorraine Abele again. This is
Yeah.
also the imposter.
Okay.
So Lorraine Abele.
So
Okay,
weird.
here. Oh, and now it's all his video that comes up. Yeah, it's hard to. I can't find anything about.
right,
It might
I
have
don't
been
even
scrubbed from
know.
the. Dude, what if it's the government scrubbed it from the internet? Because the
It's
search
definitely
results
possible.
he had aren't. Boy, I hope that there's some resolution, and if he's right about that, I mean, I don't even know what that means for the humanity. Like, dude, the government's out there stealing his land by body swapping his mom. That's a serious. Did you zen it yet? Did you zen?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
you got a zen, bro.
Okay, my final.
We got Sam being brainwashed. The University of North Carolina football coach is Bill Belichick, of course. And I just thought this was funny this week, dude. This is how hardcore serious he is about his girlfriend. So they got. This is just an annoying thing, right? When you are a coach of a public school football program, the media can get access to any email that you send from the university email.
Yeah.
And he had been emailing with the school.
Yeah.
Like when he was about to get the job.
Yeah.
And so there's this funny moment where he's like, hold on, let me see if I can read it. This is Bill Belichick talking. He says, Robbie, thank you for your email. I'm including Jordan, his girlfriend, on this email so she can also keep up with our postings.
Yeah.
Can you please include her on anything you send me? Thank you, Bill
There's
Belichick.
nothing weird about that.
No, I just think it's great that he's got this like
Every
how old is
guy,
she, 24?
every successful man,
And she's just
the behind them is a woman keeping it all together.
she's 24. Yeah. And
She's probably loving this. She lives the best life.
Oh, of
yeah,
course
she's
she
got
does.
old man balls on her, but like
she's so hot, dude. She's just my type. Like,
right?
oh.
So she's living, and then she's just he can't do everything. So she fills in the blank.
Yeah.
That's what Dana does. Eddie Bravo's wife Kimber does that. Like, dude, you have the guy. He's the face of the empire, keeping the train on the tracks, and you know, and your wife, your girlfriend, is the one who's the conductor.
Yeah. And you got to say, too, he's not your average 73-year-old. I mean, the guy's got some.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure Tom Brady gave him some of that sauce.
It's going to take years off. Dude, having a 24-year-old girlfriend, too, at that age, will take years off your life.
But, dude, like, isn't it in the 30s it really kicks in their sex drive? So he probably won't even around that long.
Prime. Yeah. Well, that's just 10 years. Not even 10 years. 6 years. To
so you think he's going to live in, like, till 80-something?
You don't think he's going to make it to 80?
I don't know,
Belichick,
man.
dude?
You
He
never
works
know.
out all the time. Have you seen his chest? He's like jacked, dude.
Do you think he's HGH in it, dude?
Could be. He does have like
Dude,
puffed
Johnny,
up titties.
I'm so close. But people say it causes cancer.
Well, I think the idea is that if you have something growing, it also makes that grow
Oh,
faster.
okay, it speeds it up.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Did you see that? So there's this like weird literal Mexican.
Johnny, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, really?
So I got hit up today from a guy that wants me to start a comedy show in Vegas near basically it's connected to it's not in the strip bar, but it's with the strip bar. It's owned by the strip bar people.
Sounds great. Yeah.
I thought, Johnny, you'd be excited to get back into the old naughty show days.
I would love to
But
go.
I don't want to do a show in a strip bar, but if it's its own.
Do they share a green room? Because that would just be.
Johnny, you would love
Oh, my
Johnny, I
God.
think you'd be disgusted by a stripper's. Dude, one of the biggest thing I ever learned on Instagram is strippers are messy as shit.
Yeah, I learned that from this movie. Do you remember the movie The Players Club with Jamie Foxx and
Yeah.
Bernie Mac? That movie.
So they have a theater next to it.
A theater, like a movie theater,
No, like a
okay.
performance theater
yeah.
that they want to put comedy in there.
and it's literally attached. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I would love to go there.
So next weekend I'm going to Friday I'm going to be in Vegas doing Jake Shields' podcast.
And you're gonna go look at this place.
Yeah.
I love that. This movie, dude. This is one of the movies that I would record to VHS tape because it had nudity in it.
Oh, Johnny, you
like
loved
the
it.
hottest black chicks. It's all black.
Johnny, you remember
strippers.
when nudity was special?
Oh,
You're
this
like,
is
oh
it
my
right here.
God,
This is
so
that movie
much
for me
nudity.
right here, dude. Players Club. Bernie Mac was hilarious in it.
I had a 4-year hustle plan that was the bomb. I would go to school in the daytime.
Lisa
and
Ray
pay
is
for it
naked in
at
it. So hot, dude. The worst acting.
Everything was cool.
See you tomorrow?
In class.
Bro, I watch this
At
all
least
the
until I
time.
met Trix and Ronnie.
Hey, how much money you make working here?
I make enough.
Use what God gave you.
Stop messing with this chump change. What y'all then say? The Players Club. The Players Club was owned by this lowlife named Dollar Bill.
God, he's funny. I miss
His
him.
sleazy sidekick, Little Man.
Oh, they're both dead.
Like the father from Good Times.
The money was fast and easy, and I needed it.
What's up, new booty? How you doing?
The only good thing in the place was the DJ.
I was thinking.
Oh,
maybe
wow.
that I could
Star-studded.
get
Yeah.
the number or something.
So when you taking my little girl tonight?
Just to the movies and then right back home, Mr. Armstrong.
It's so funny that nobody knew he was gay. Look how gay he is.
Word on the streets that you out there dancing butt naked at the Players Club.
How bad things could get.
We tired of planning, but today you going to
Charlie Murphy.
I'm sick of this place.
New Line Cinema presents
Starting to smell like aqua boogie.
Start the music.
Jamie
Anyway, so you get the idea. Yeah, dude, I recorded that to VHS tape, which I'm
Just
always.
the trailer.
No, the movie. Because
okay.
and I would take all the nude scenes and just record those because there's a lot of nude.
Johnny, you were doing editing before editing.
Oh, I was, yeah.
That reminds me of the Chelsea Handler porno that I saw. Did I ever tell you that?
You did say that.
Yeah,
but-
and that's what she literally did. She did what you did. She got somebody to edit her
Oh, really?
hump scene that she did on her bed on all
Where
fours.
she just looks good in it, or what?
Well, I mean, she was super young then.
Got
I
the
mean,
best
Chelsea was super hot back then.
Oh, no. I mean, like the parts where it's just more flattering to her. Is that what you're saying? That she edited, or what?
No, well, I told you, it's her doing stand up in the middle of her living room with her super high jersey hair.
Yes, right. That she would submit this, yeah.
To
That's
comedy
crazy.
festivals
That's
to
crazy.
get in.
It's brilliant. That's great.
Yeah.
But my fear now is, my mom goes around and just snatches up all the VHS
Bro,
tapes.
my mom
leaving
knew
it-
I had a porn addiction because my bed looked pregnant. There was so much porn under the bed.
Dude, that's amateur hiding.
No,
but
Johnny, it was before we could do all the things you were doing.
my fear though is now, my mom's been going around digitizing all the tapes.
Oh, that's so great.
And
Johnny.
I know that tape is in
Johnny, what will
somewhere
your
in
mom
this
do if
house.
she sees hot black ass?
I'm really worried
We're
about
talking hot black ass.
Jenny,
hot black ass.
that Lisa Ray though, dude, she's so hot in this movie. I can't
Is
describe.
she
how
still
hot.
working?
Yeah, she's acts in like what is it called? BET like movies and stuff like that.
Dude, there's this guy. My favorite YouTube channel right now is this cat named Ari in New York.
Heard of him? Yeah.
He goes with
Ari
this
Spear?
entire setup to mix music. He walks around strapped to him. And he just goes up to random New Yorkers and he samples and he starts raps right in the middle of the street. It's so good, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that's my new rabbit hole I go down watching Ari, who you just know he's going to blow the fuck up because this is the smartest thing you could ever do.
That's funny. That is really funny.
Because you can just walk around. It's like,
There's a guy who does that outside Lakers games too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I got to go,
Pyramid,
Johnny.
Well then, let's get through these stories. So there's like a Mexican standoff literally with these tariffs. So we're threatening to tariff Canada, and China is now
Threatening Canada, too.
threatening Canada too because they don't want them to react to our tariffs. So
They're just,
So yeah, and Canada's like, dude, the Chinese tariffs will literally devastate the economy. Like they're talking about like seafood, what was EVs, and some other agriculture shit like that, steel or something. I don't know. So it's like we've got like a four-way standoff now between China, Mexico, the United States, and Canada on like
Yeah.
who's going to tariff who.
Yeah.
And who's going to.
It's like that Spider-Man meme.
It is exactly like that. Yeah, except not. I'm getting called. That's weird. We're both. Is it something?
No, I thought that was my phone.
No, it was yours too, but now I'm.
No, mine wasn't.
It might be. I have the call forwarding
Oh,
on
yeah,
for our
that's all it
voicemail.
was there.
So, this is Francois Philippe Champagne, the Minister of Innovation in Canada. He says, "We're going to stand strong. We want to protect our industry. We want to protect our workers. We want to protect our community." So typical government bullshit there. Beijing's retaliation and U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to launch a trade war with Canada is how they couch it at the CBC, has caused all of this, according to them, and it's going to raise the prices of EVs, steel, and aluminum in Canada, they say. So
Poor Canadians. They're such good people.
they're just getting squeezed by this.
They're such good
from
people.
both sides.
Listen, hot Canadian chicks, if you need to get out, hit me up. We'll set you up.
Well, I think we've had that.
Poor
We've had that
Xavier
offer.
would probably get a hot Canadian chick and they both need a green card at the same time.
Oh, how will he choose? How will he choose?
Who will we choose? Will we choose Xavier Guerrero or smoking hot Canadian chick?
You know the answer.
Yeah, sorry.
We love you, actually.
Welcome
but
our
come
new
on.
co-host, Smoke Show Maple Syrup.
So this is very strange. CNN, there was that video that came out of Diddy beating that girl up and down. Oh shit! Beating
Johnny.
that girl up and down the hotel.
Yeah,
the Intercontinental.
And guess who
downtown LA.
erased it?
And CNN erased the tape. They
Yeah.
deleted it. They edited it, sped it up to make it look kind of worse than it was, so they could get into like a 30-second block, and then deleted the original tape. They want us to believe.
They are garbage people.
Now that makes me doubt. I bet there's something to that. Like, because why would they? That's the only copy. First of all, you gave it to CNN, and then they
Why
really
would-
expect
I
us to
doubt
believe
it's
they
the
deleted
only
it.
copy. But
No way, dude. No way.
There's no way.
But that's really going to help him. Like if they won't be admissible in his stuff now.
Johnny, did I ever tell you I saw the
Is that crazy that they can't use it?
Luigi spaghetti porno?
Yeah, you did the Mangione. Yeah.
Okay.
You said he had a huge hot guy.
Oh, it's just as big as his arm. He's like 5'8", and he's got his.
What does Kevin Blatt send them to you, or does he just show them to
He
you on his
shows it to
phone?
me.
Really? I heard you lost your phone. Did you get it back?
Yeah, I found it
Where was it?
in my bed. My dog was sleeping on it.
I love that you were like you lost it. for
By
a
the
whole
way, I'm
day,
thinking
and your
about kicking
dog
out
was sleeping.
Pollyanna.
Kicking her out of
Yeah,
what? The bed?
bye. Nope, out of the house.
Why? Is she peeing on
Because
things?
she doesn't understand how we sleep on a bed. It's been 14 years. You don't sleep this way, Pollyanna. You sleep this way. You work with us.
She go the top or the bottom?
Oh, she goes right in the middle, perpendicular.
Yeah, that doesn't work really, does it? But
No.
she's too old to get kicked out.
No, I would never. Dude, people who drop off their old dogs are pieces of
Fuck
shit.
those people.
They're just above pedophiles. I got to be honest with you.
I'm with you. I completely agree.
That dog is part of your family, you pieces of shit.
Imagine how confused that dog is that's lived with a family his whole life. And then it gets kicked out.
Yeah,
No
I
way,
would
dude.
never do that. Pollyanna, we'll make her into a robot before we give her up.
So Newsom, Gavin Newsom, our wonderful governor here, is
Getting his dick kicked in.
clearly planning to run for president. It couldn't be more obvious. He started this thing where he's doing podcasts now.
Yeah.
And he went on with Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And it's funny. He kind of short circuits when Charlie Kirk confronts him.
Presses him?
Yeah, presses him. But he does it in this way where you can tell he's trying to keep it like he's like trying to keep his cool.
Hey,
you
man,
know what I mean? Like,
hey, dude, we're cool. You ever see him get interviewed and grilled when he was
hates
mayor
it.
of San
He hates it,
Francisco? He's like, yeah, when he does this, this move.
Yeah,
that's
it,
him
right
getting
there. Yes. This is one of the best moments of the interview right here. Hold on. Where is the
What time? What time's Charlie?
Hold on.
Last night, trying to put my son to bed. He's like, no, Dad. What time? What time's Charlie going to be here? What time? And I'm like, dude, you're in school tomorrow. He's 13. He's like, no. This morning, wakes up at 6 something. He's like, I'm coming. I'm like, he literally would not leave the house.
Did you let him take off school?
No, he did. Of course not. He's not here for a good reason. But the point is
you canceled school for like 2 years. One day.
The point is the point, which is you are making a damn dent.
His own kids think he's a retard.
Yes, yeah, that's what he's admitting.
Like,
He
dude,
admits
that's
it
how you get the
several
people. Your kids think you're a retard.
Well, that's why
they
Charlie
love
Kirk-
Joe Rogan.
What Charlie Kirk has done is really he targeted the youth. But look at him right there when that.
But I think he had Steve Bannon on too.
Yes, he did. Yeah. That's Newsom though, dude. Is going because also in this I won't play it because we're short of time. But Newsom got asked about the trans thing. About like that trans was a swimmer or something.
Yeah,
That's
I'll light this guy up.
Well, no,
Newsom, you want me to come on?
But he says what he says. Yeah, he's like he softened. He's like, yeah, I think that's wrong.
Dude, you make
It's
this
bad for-
state into a
And now
sanctuary.
he's walking it back though. That's the crazy. He's clearly running.
You're
for
never
president.
going to get away from that, dude. You're never going to get away from it. You can do whatever you want. You can't fuck with kids.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's almost like he's trying to pretend he didn't have anything to do with it.
He's a piece of shit.
Bobby Kennedy, I respect. Tulsi Gabbard.
Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling?
Because like they're on our
that's
team now. Because you guys kicked out like your best people. It's like the people that.
By the way,
this is
stop. This is how bad he is. He's totally mic'd up perfectly. And Charlie Kirk is basically ambient sound. Have you listened to it? Go back.
Yeah.
It's
that's
shitty mic'd.
Yeah, it's point
though.
Well,
you got Tulsi.
Yeah. Well, they also
Charlie Kirk
they have
is a
them-
retard too.
They have them way off mic. Yeah, Charlie Kirk's way too conservative. on
He's a
some issues.
retard.
Yeah.
He's like, you did. The U.S. liberty is a conspiracy. You're like people on the boat.
Oh, did you see Tim Pool when that guy?
Oh,
brought
that's
up-
my favorite thing. Doesn't really matter. Like I don't know, dude. You know, like the times I've met Tim Pool,
let me just pull.
Most of it was enjoyable. I think I've enjoyed him. It's like it's along the lines of like why I love Bill Burr, even though he's getting killed right now.
Oh, he's getting killed. Yeah.
I love Bill Burr. He's my friend. Even though he won't do my shows anymore, he won't even return my texts anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he just won't do it. And I'm okay with it because the guy's living his dreams and doesn't want to get my stink on him, and that's fine. I don't care.
Nobody could cancel Bill Burr anyway. So stupid.
But I mean, like, is it possible?
You don't think that's chicken shit of him? Like,
What?
To not return your text because you're like a hot potato or something. I don't know. I mean, that's chicken
I don't
shit,
know,
right?
dude. Johnny, I don't have anything to lose. Right? I mean, like, he has like,
yeah, but they couldn't touch him, dude.
They could.
I mean, he's doing Glenn Ross on Broadway.
Yeah,
right
I know, but I think he's protective of that. The only thing I'll say about Bill
They
Burr
couldn't touch him, dude. Not
is,
now.
and like I've only called out Bill Burr one time, and that was his absolutely huge miss on the LA fires.
Yeah, it's way
And what it is, and I talked about this on the whatever this is with the boys.
Yeah.
When you decide that you're not going to be on Twitter and you really don't watch the news, you're kind of like calcified in the data you have at that moment. So you don't really know what's going on anymore. There's so much data now on everything. And, if you fall for the side of misinformation, disinformation, which I think is a real thing for Bill Burr.
Yes.
Okay. He's getting to the point where it's like when we watch like the MTV Music Awards, which I don't, or the Video Awards, and we go, who the fuck is this? Because we've stopped paying attention to pop culture in that way. That's what Bill Burr's getting into with politics, where if you're no longer accessing the new data that's out, all the research being done by so many people, and you're allowing the idea of misinformation and disinformation to affect you, that you don't want to see any of it, you're really falling behind on what is actually out there now and what is being talked about and discussed in a time where, again, we said this earlier, you're not seeing, there's no more sacred protected classes and people are freaking out. Well, because there's new researchers who aren't afraid to research. And when you go, I don't follow the news anymore, you're now stuck in a time, I'd say about 2016.
Well, you should just go back to being the type of comedian who doesn't talk about that kind of shit.
Well, that's the problem with him, is that he is constantly brought on to talk about the news
he shouldn't be.
And what is going on.
Yeah, well, he even says that sometimes, like, hey, I know. And I'm like, yeah, good. You should say that.
Yeah, but now, because you are so revered and you are so in with Hollywood, they think you're the guy that gets them to the regular Joes.
Yeah.
That's his crowd. Like, his crowd is the blue collar crowd. But I'm also going to say this about Bill. I think the reason Bill resonates with people is because he is blue collar. And even though he's still doing Glengarry Glen Ross and all the Hollywood foo-foo shit, he's still, and I mean this in the most loving terms, has a simple view of life.
His background is certainly
like, he walked. I remember there was a thing where he was doing a live podcast, and he's walking back to time that he lit up Joe Rogan about the CDC. Oh, I'm going to listen to you, the podcasting guy. I'm going to trust the experts. That is a dead end.
Yeah.
That phrase, I'm going to trust the experts,
That's an L.
is a dead end.
Yeah, it's a big L.
And it's going to catch up with you, dude. Yeah. It just is.
He'll never come around on
to
that.
Call people who care and doing research crazy internet people.
He's too proud.
No, it's just like, I get it, dude. I was talking
no,
to
I'm saying he won't walk it back. He's too proud, though. I think he's
well,
too hard.
I mean, it's like I listen to people at the Comedy Store. They're like, Twitter's so toxic. I'm like, it's always been toxic. It's just now it's everybody gets it.
Oh, yeah,
and like these comfortable rules that you grew accustomed to, where we don't make fun of these people and these people, really made you a comfortable person.
Well, it's also that so many of the liberal voices left. They left X. They chickened out and left instead of fighting it out on the front line.
Which is what you see all the time. They kind of I've talked about this for over a decade. The progressive disconnect, where you present them evidence and they just kind of look away and they don't want to engage in it.
They
anymore.
literally shut it off. Yeah.
Most of them, not Bill Burr, are rich kids who came from rich families who get to live in fantasy land. And when you present them with data that their algorithm has shielded them from, it starts to shatter their belief. This like trans kids matter. There's 10 of them in the world. I mean, you're like,
yeah, it's crazy.
Right? And it's like when you see somebody having 3 trans kids, you're like, what is happening here? That is, it's like winning the lottery and at the exact moment getting hit by lightning.
It's brainwashing.
That's how it is. Johnny, I got to go.
We got to do rapid fire because we have shit that we have to get to. Okay.
I have to take a dump. Can I dump first and then we finish it?
Yeah, sure.
Can you do it?
To make you no, you gotta. This is all. I got that that Angel Reese video. You gotta watch. You gotta talk about that.
Let me use the bathroom.
And if we don't do the Angel Reese video, it'll be old.
Talk about whatever you want, John.
We're waiting on him. This is must be a real mega shit. We got the clock at about 2 minutes now. He's usually a quick shitter. He just kind of pinches it off and comes back. So might be having some. I wish I had one of those remote cameras. I remember Howard Stern used to follow people in the bathroom before he sold out and listen to them shit. Oh, I'd love to do that. There's a lot. If you haven't heard it, go back and find the episode where Sam accidentally live streamed himself shitting. It's a lot of like, like guttural sounds, a lot of heavy breathing. Just waiting for the door to open. We've got, dude, we have such a backlog of great news stories that I want to get to. We'll kind of do a rapid fire thing here when he gets back. I mean, just so much shit that has been stacking up. Some of it's a little old now. We'll probably, like the Gene Hackman thing. We kind of talked about that on Tinfoil a little bit. What is this retarded ad? What I do is keep a file in my iPhone of... Oh, this is funny. Okay. It's an 80s ad where they use the word retarded a bunch. I keep a file on my iPhone and just add stories to it throughout the week or things that would be funny or interesting, and then try to get to as many of them as we can. I'll just go through the older ones now. Canada threatened to shut off the power that they supply, I think, to like the Pacific Northwest. That's a little old now, so I'll kill that one. The Democrats did this cringy video. I think we should probably show this one. It was the Lady Democrats played this, or they created this just unbearably cringe video of them kind of like they're in the load screen for the character selection screen for Street Fighter, you know, like they're getting ready to fight the president, like, you know, doing this pose like here, like Raiden. And my God, it is unbearable to watch. We'll play that in just a minute. Yeah, the legality of Doge is being challenged. That's kind of an older story. Around the Horn got canceled. That was like last week, so we won't talk about that. This Michael Sheen thing, I think we'll talk about. Tiana, the Disney series about the Brown Princess, got shelved. We talked about the My Chemical Romance guys. Zelensky apologized. The Steak and Shake, RFK fries, we talked about that. I'm running through the old stories now, getting them knocked off, Sam. What? We did. I'm just telling everybody the old shit that that I'm knocking off the list because it's just too old to talk about at this point.
Oh, I love this video.
Okay, so this is the Tim Pool clip really quickly.
So
if you want to put your headphones on, this is the Tim Pool clip.
Lauren Chen disappeared after that Russian Tonight stuff, which is so tragic because
it really is.
Russian Tonight is a great
source of news on everything.
And Russian Tonight, if you want to send Broken Sim some money,
oh God, yeah,
sponsor this show.
Please. We would love to be sponsored by RT.
Dude, I'm concerned with having American aircraft carriers over there. Like, I keep being told about the USS Liberty. That's something with the Israeli government.
No, you should.
No.
Wait. You should be careful about that one.
Allegedly, the Israeli Air Force jet fighter aircraft.
I mean, they did end up paying out the American government.
So I'm concerned, like false flag operation, like a missile comes out of Gaza and hits one of our aircraft carriers, but it was actually an Israeli missile. Well, I don't want. We should get out of there.
It doesn't. Well, let me stop you there. It doesn't matter where the missile comes from.
What? Now, see, I wonder about the editing there. I feel like they've added some. I mean, I know they.
No, I mean he's frozen there.
But it doesn't matter where the missile comes from. Like what? What? I mean, I like
the great unmasking. I like Tim Pool again.
But what is he on about there? I hope that was badly edited.
I think he's all, but in terms of he's frozen there, obviously.
No. I'm not talking about the pause. I'm talking about him saying, I'm hoping that's from something. Like it doesn't matter where the missile comes from.
He would come out and say that.
Of course it does.
This is the misrepresentation of the conversation.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? So this is the we'll just do rapid fire. The Democrats,
so hot
women. It's 80 plus degrees in here.
Oh
There's
my
something
God,
about the
I've been
office where we are.
rocking
We
in a
don't.
sauna with a fucking thick shirt on.
We can't control the. You should take the shirt off.
No, because there's nothing under it.
You wore just a sweatshirt, really? Oh, that's interesting. You don't wear an undershirt with a sweatshirt?
It's not really a sweatshirt, like.
It is, though, right?
No, it's like a sweater.
I like it. Ninjas
Butterflies are some of the best content on planet
have a
Earth.
great shirt there.
They changed the game in terms of editing. Go on.
Yeah, you really like their clips. To me, it's a little ADD, but
well, that's what I'm about, Johnny.
Okay, so love their podcast. It's just the clips.
If you love them so much, want to.
I could. Wait, did you do a little Letterman there? What was that? Oh, I thought you were doing the Letterman like that. You know, yeah. Okay, so some of the women in Congress put out the cringiest like Street Fighter.
Oh
load
my God!
screen video.
Choose your fighter,
Oh,
and you can
it's
tell
so painful.
based on their age how they were able to do it. Right?
Yes, yeah. Whether it was like jumping or just
Fat ass Latina, she nails it.
Dude, AOC's so hot, bro.
Dude, you know that the rumor is there's a porno with her out there.
Dude, I would pay good money.
Johnny,
for
young
that.
Johnny would record that and edit it. That's how. That's
kidding?
how. Yeah.
Record it? Yeah.
Remember what you did with the black stripper movie?
I would love to be in it. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I would have a tape of AOC. If you're watching it, you'll really get the most out of this. I recommend you go to youtube.com/Sam Tripoli and check it out. Here we go. That woman sucks. And
That
basically,
was the worst.
I mean,
no, there's worse coming.
Yeah, it's like, do they not have a budget for this kind of? I mean, the editing they've
No,
just
but they're
slapped the word-
asking people that have no clue what they're doing
no
to
creativity.
do.
Yeah,
It's like show them what you should do, but she's like
Yeah, well, it's clear some of them don't know what they're supposed to be doing, but it's got, if you're wondering, it's kind of got like their stats at the bottom,
Yeah.
things that they're
Yeah.
good at.
And by the way, she's in leopard skin shoes, which means she likes black men. Go on.
It says Representative Catherine Clark, House Minority Whip, Massachusetts 5th Congressional District, not into hair dye because I guess that's a joke because she's got gray hair.
Like this
Look at
is
that.
bad.
I mean, she almost
this is
fell
bad.
over. Judy Chu almost fell over. Did you know she's the first Chinese American woman elected to Congress? One of her downsides is she's too sweet. I can't believe they put that in there. That sounds a little, I don't know, a little
She's
anti-feminist.
not bad. This one isn't that bad. Her stance is awful.
She hates balloons. It looks like she's kind of got the back foot, the
Hers-
kind of defensive, like
Yeah, because she's trying to stand like a martial artist, but her stance is too narrow. She get knocked right on her ass.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she's in high heels, but
so what?
like she
It's
almost fell
awful.
over. She
Yeah,
almost
she's
busted
awful.
her ass.
To like jump.
Watch her feet, dude. She almost bust her ass.
Trying you go back too far. We gotta keep seeing.
it's all
Yeah,
over.
yeah, you're right. She is the worst. She is the
And
worst.
she's got no excuse because she's clearly athletic.
Why? Because she's black. The answer to that is yes, Johnny.
Look
yes.
at her thick legs, dude.
But you know, she's like she's getting murdered on Black YouTube right now for cosplaying ghetto. Like
really?
they broke down where she's from. Her parents are rich. She went to a private high school that was like $30,000 in a semester.
Oh, is she the woman that was like going at Marjorie Taylor drink?
Yeah.
Your bottle blonde bleach bitch or whatever.
Yeah, and then they go back to like her speaking in college. Well spoken.
Oh, that's great. Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, is
Texas's
garbage.
30th congressional district.
Right now, what you're seeing is
not a
this
morning person.
giant movement to be like, I should be the one who runs for president. That's all the Democrats are doing. It's so wide
None
open.
of these women could.
Crockett just ruined herself by
stand a
being
chance.
hood. That's the worst one.
What
She has
is
no
that
clue what she's doing.
What is
And by
that?
the way, Johnny, that's the one they went with. Imagine how bad the other ones were.
Look at her legs, too. She's so skinny. She's a drawn up thing. Look at
Yeah,
that.
but she has no clue about it. You don't punch.
But buddy, she's got 2 sprained fingers, so maybe that's her excuse. Do you see that? That's her downside. She's got 2. That's her weakness. Her great weakness. 2 sprained fingers.
Okay.
What are those?
Nevada
sprained? What do you
sucks.
think happened to her fingers?
I love
by the way?
Nevada,
How
but
do you
your
think-
representatives suck.
How do you think she sprained her fingers?
It's
Sam?
so, yeah.
Just blasting that thing.
Yeah,
you think?
she's just fingering
Just-
Crockett's butthole.
Just going away.
Ass to ass.
That was Susie Lee right there, which is
Yeah, let's see. Do we got any more?
no.
Because she was the worst.
There's a longer video, but these are like the main ones. Which do you think is the worst of these? It's that
Her,
one probably, right?
by far. And
Look
then
at
the
these
Asian.
punches. Like how. Like, hold on, there we go. Look at these punches.
Yeah.
It's just all elbow.
Oh, no. Did you see the
Oh, yeah,
last
she
one
did a
was
little-
a corkscrew up? Like,
Look at
AOC knows what she's doing.
By the way, she got it back together. Remember, she was getting
Youngest
A little,
woman and Latina. She's the youngest woman there, so she's younger than Crockett.
says she's a Trekkie. Any self-respecting Trek fan would call themselves a Trekker. by
Yeah,
the way.
she's a retard.
But dude,
She's so hot. Those
she's
fat
so
tits.
hot, dude.
And then she does interviews and she just drifts. She
yeah, I
just
mean, she
drifts.
has no chance of winning national office.
Well, you know
at
who
all.
else has got their hat in the ring? Stephen A. Smith. And it's
Yeah,
so,
he's going really political now. And
yeah, and he's like, yeah, y'all loving the trans? There's only 10 of them.
All right, sometimes I throw red meat to the wolf here, and this is as bad as red meat as it
By the way, is that AJ? Is that her name?
I don't know. Her
Is that
name.
one AJ?
She is hot.
So hot.
She
like
is so much hotter than Angel Reese, who they pretend is hot.
hot. Yeah, Angel Reese is
This
look
is
at her, I go,
futuristic black hot right
this
here.
is futuristic black, blonde, and if it's AJ,
I don't know what her
AJ is like she's like MVP of the league, and supposedly like everybody wanted to get off her team because they don't like her.
It's called Playmaker. Let me see. Playmaker podcast. Is that what it says? Playmaker up there? It looks like that, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all right, here we go. This is great. This is the dumbest comment I've ever heard.
Y'all did. Y'all did right there. You know you're in trouble.
God, she's hot.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
So she's talking about, that's Angel Reese, who's way overrated, talking about the collective bargaining agreement coming out for the WNBA, where they negotiate with the league.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
What?
But we got to face the consequences.
What?
Damn, we got to get it on the
Y'all
mud
gotta
like
do
y'all.
something. Y'all gotta do something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year, or because the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
I don't know if they will. You're not making money, ladies.
I'll just let her finish on her.
I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings
You need
because
to
I'm
come to
hearing like,
meetings.
they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's possible.
She's threatening a holdout, like a
Somebody
work
wrote the funniest thing. They go, if the WNBA doesn't play, it will be the most profitable season they've ever had.
You're so
Think
right.
about that.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't come up with that. Someone on the internet
That's
said
brilliant.
that.
Yeah. They lost $40 million.
Yeah.
How can you ask
no,
for
Johnny,
more money?
it's even worse because they lost like 20 million, and then they're like, we need private jets.
Yeah.
It's a welfare system for tall black lesbians. That's what it is. And it's like, this is why they can be how they want to be, because their business model does not rely on convincing people to watch their game.
Do you think she knows that they lose money though, and she's still saying? Do you think she knows?
Well,
they
I
don't
mean,
make money?
Angel Reese, what is the feel? Because she's invited to every major event. She gets a huge McDonald's endorsement. She's
on the Wheaties box every time I go in the grocery store. I see her face.
So it's like, why wouldn't she go? We deserve more. You're like you don't understand. Like, delusional. You're part of the cultural Marxism. They're like I told you the other day. I was watching this thing on the Ocho. There's literally every once a year they'll do an Ocho just
as a joke. Yeah.
As a joke, and they had this basically punt, catch, throw competition with women. They missed every throw and every foul shot. Everyone. And these commentators had to act like they were excited about it. And they're cutting baseball.
Brainwash. Yeah, MLB. Yeah, cut. Their deal with ESPN is no longer.
It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's insanity, dude.
And it's like, I have no ill will towards them. But
I have ill will towards them.
It's just like, you're delusional.
Quit putting this shit on the front page of ESPN. Dude, did you see they're having tryouts for men to be practice team players for the LA Sparks? You can go down as a man and try to get
so they can try to light you up and be like, we can play guys, and they're just going to get all the fat guys.
That's the thing you think is like really hot as a guy. You're like, oh, dude, I want to bang on. And then you just go down and it's just lesbians dominating you, in the post.
Well, no, I would take any guy down that plays at the Venice Beach and put that up against.
Yeah. Well, those are real players. I'm talking about like just average guys thinking.
So have you seen the video of that Sabrina chick who had a summer camp and a high school kid is playing there? And I think he's unlike, I don't know.
Oh, yes. And she like clears
can
him out.
we watch it?
Yeah, let me see
This
if I can
is
find
the
it.
NBA. This is the WNBA. This is everything wrong with the WNBA.
She fouls him. Yeah, that's what it is.
No, she just gets nasty with this high school kid who just is like playing, and everyone's like, that's phenomenal defense.
Yeah, that's what. And then she fouls him. Yeah, by lowering.
And
her
then she
shoulder
throws the ball at
throws
him.
the ball at him. I can't. What's her name again?
Sabrina.
I'm trying to find her full name.
Put Sabrina.
Because I already did Sabrina.
WNBA.
I put Sabrina
high schooler,
WNBA and that didn't work.
Put it.
But they're in like Korea or something, aren't they?
No. It's her basketball camp.
Oh, I thought they were overseas. Nah, Sabrina high schooler doesn't do anything. Hold on. Ionescu, that's it.
Johnny, as we were speaking, My YouTube channel has 149,254. I refreshed it. Do you know where we're at now?
Did it go down?
149,253.
That's great. That's people got pissed off about the live stream. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it's a Filipino basketball player in Manila.
Yeah, can you play?
Exhibition game.
Yeah, can you play it?
So it's not her basketball. It's in Manila.
And the Filipinos are the nicest. They're like Care Bears of the world.
And this kid looks around like, what the hell did just happen to me? All right, here it is.
It's so funny. Watch this.
And like she gives like a laugh.
Here, no, start at the beginning. Start at the beginning. Look at this.
Cutting the lead down to 7. Deeper, come on. Come on now.
Look at him, like, what is
Look at she high-fives some random Asian.
Watch her now. What? She's like, yeah, I showed that guy. Look.
Cutting the lead down to 7. Deeper, come on.
Yeah, but even before that, this is like a shorter cut of it. He's playing great defense on it.
Well, I got the full thing right here. If you want to see the full thing. I just think that part's funny because you get his reaction from the sideline.
3 or 4.
Right here it is. He's playing great D on her. Look at that.
Yeah, she's pushing off.
Deeper, come on. Come on now.
And the announcer yells at him. Come on, Dieter. Chill out.
Dude, you know you can't play real defense on these girls. Come on, bro.
Come on, dude. And her attitude after that is embarrassing. But it's also funny when Michael Jordan just dominates kids. That's funny too, though. But so maybe it's just like they're not forced to have good attitudes.
That's it. Yeah, it's
like every NBA
your
game.
Ass kissed.
I have to watch a WNBA commercial, acting like anyone knows who the fuck these chicks are.
It's yeah. I mean,
and it's like, shut up. Stop crying.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
There are a ton of things that women can do physically. The number one female sport on planet Earth is pornography. Okay? That's the number one female sport.
Great
they make
athletes.
tons of money. They get and just like pro athletes, they eventually age out and there's like, what are we doing?
It's actually profitable though. That's the
and
difference.
unlike pro athletes, they get to move into another genre. Right? They just go from like hot young chick to MILF to GILF.
Yeah, you remember they used to have like the what was that? The Old Timers Day. That's what you just go to the Old Timers League when you're a GILF, a GILF. Do you do hard G or soft G?
GILF.
GILF. Okay.
GILF.
GILF.
Oh, it's MILF.
Yeah.
GILF.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's just like the problem is that unattractive women get angry. It's like when
unattractive guys.
When Chris D'Elia first came on the scene, there were so many guys who hated him just because he was a good-looking guy. I think there was some like Chris D'Elia is a good-looking guy for a comedian. He's a good-looking guy. He's not a model, but he's a really good-looking guy who's insanely funny.
He was also in good shape. That's a big part of it.
You know, so you have this guy that girls love, and dudes got mad. Dudes got mad at him.
Yeah. We're
Same
supposed to be
thing
in
with fucking chicks.
It's supposed to be rapid fire here. If we do like
go.
20 minutes.
Well,
on
you're
each
like, oh, dude,
I'm just trying to get
go. I'm leaving in 5 minutes, Johnny. I don't care what
I
you
need
say.
7 minutes.
I'm leaving in 5.
This is insanity. A man found missing 90% of his brain has defied scientific understanding because most of his skull was filled with water, and he lived a normal life. He's a guy, he's a baffled scientist, 44 years old, lived totally normally, despite missing 90% of his brain. The rest of his skull is just filled up with water. Diagnosed with hydrocephalus, a condition where excess cerebrospinal fluid replaces brain tissue. His skull is mostly filled with liquid, like I said, with only a thin layer of brain matter remaining.
So he basically is a fishbowl.
Guess what
his
he
head's
does?
a fishbowl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a civil servant. He works. He's got government work.
Of course he does. Good for him.
He has a functional IQ of 84, only slightly below average.
Yeah.
His case challenges long-held assumptions about how the brain works, particularly the role of specific brain regions in consciousness and cognitive function. Cognitive psychologist Axel Clearmans suggests that this case highlights the brain's extraordinary plasticity, the ability to reorganize and adapt. To me, it also begs the question, like, where does consciousness come from?
Johnny,
is it really
great
the
question.
brain?
Great question.
Isn't that fascinating, though? The guy's missing 90. You know, they say you only use 10% of his brain. I think it's a myth.
Fascinating.
But this guy, what is
Yeah,
that?
I mean, for sure. The guy's got a fishbowl. I wonder if he has fishes. Like he has little aquarium, little buildings, and
Isn't
he
that
has
crazy?
He has to drop some goldfish.
Missing
food.
90% of his brain. So I thought this is, to me, this is what would you say?
Gay, stupid.
A great defense of the critics of Sam Tripoli. Here's a riposte to those people. Right here from Bert Kreischer.
Podcast right now. Yeah. Every clip I'm watching of you on podcast now is you having some.
I love Big J.
Because what's the biggest criticism you get on tinfoil hat from people?
I don't know.
Well, you know, it's the thing you say all the time. What is it that you don't what?
Let people talk.
That's right. Yeah. Wouldn't you agree that that's the main criticism you get?
Yeah,
And
that's the word on the
This
street.
is a defense, right here.
breaking to yourself epiphany that you're a comedian. What you're being accused of is what he goes, oh, you're listening to my story, but you're really, as soon as you hear a key word, you start thinking of your story. Like, yeah.
By the way,
every podcast.
Do you remember one of the biggest fights on Punch Drunk? Was Ari saying, "You're a comedian. You all want attention."
Yeah. Yeah.
And this whole thing that Ari's done with Bert Kreischer, where I love Ari Shaffir, he did it to me on Punch Drunk, where he just makes me the bad guy, right?
Well, that's his whole MO.
Yeah, he's a Jew. He's a subversive.
Shit stirrer.
Yeah, he is. And he's done it to Bert, with everything about that. But this is why I love Big J, because he's just a real G. He's a real honest guy.
Yes.
Here, play it again.
But as you go like this, Bert, you're going, I do?
Because I got a partner who doesn't fucking talk, and then he goes, "You're always interrupting me." Then talk up, you motherfucker.
You're letting people bully you and they're trying to change your thing.
And they're
your
my friends.
At your peak of fame.
And by the way, Ari Shaffir and Tom Segura, those fucking, Ari fucked me up. Ari fucked me up where he goes, "You make everything about yourself." And I was like, we're comics. We make everything about ourselves.
That's all he said.
Ass. Yeah, and that's all I wanted you to see was that right there. That this is really a defense of everything about you.
Can you find the Punch Drunk fight between me and
it's in the I have it on the Punch Drunk YouTube, man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love Bert. Bert is funny. Bert's so fucking funny.
Oh, shut up. If you
don't
think
get
he's
to
not
where
funny,
Bert is unless you're fucking funny.
I mean, you got to be an idiot to think he's not
Next
funny.
story. I got to go.
I thought you wanted me to play the Why Would I Lie.
No, I got to go.
Don't play the Why Would I Lie.
Don't.
Okay. All right. Okay, here's another one. Charles Barkley is about to be heading to ESPN. Didn't affect his comments about ESPN. Here we go.
I agree with everything he's saying.
Tell me something. And first of all, I want all the smoke. I don't whistle when I walk by the grid.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. It's another thing. Yeah, even black people are like, okay, we don't know what you're doing.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Totally agree.
Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games.
Dude, they've had two 15-game winning streaks.
Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong.
And
Warriors
stop.
are doing great. But Oklahoma City.
That's basically the gist of it.
No,
too.
but it's also that they don't think everyone goes, okay, the Lakers are doing great. You fucking saved them. You gave them an all-time great guy for peanut. I mean, dude, Anthony Davis is great, but listen to the rhetoric about Anthony Davis before the
playing.
He gets hurt all the time.
Yes.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous that they're talking about the Lakers and listen, again, I don't like talking about people's wives. Jay Moore is married to Jeannie Buss, and I have nothing but love and respect for Jay Moore, so I respect his wife. That's what it is. But the way they're talking, like they pulled some magic. In reality, the entire league conspired to send them what is the equivalent of Larry Bird meets Magic Johnson.
Well, at least the NBA, the organization. I don't think the other owners were complicit.
No, I think that chick wants to tank that team to move them.
Those two, though, but the other owners were not in on it. You think the other owners were in on it?
Well, I think the NBA calls owners and go, listen,
Really?
we need to get ratings up. We need to send Kat from Minnesota to the Knicks. They need a long guy who can score. They need a scorer. Bang. Now this guy that is, regardless of what flaws he has, is a like all-time great scorer, 7-footer that won a 3-point shooting contest.
If he ever gets in shape, dude, forget about it.
Oh, Luke, I'm not talking about Cat to New York.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Cat to New York, Mikal Bridges to New York.
Yeah.
Now you got the Knicks, and because their coaches never learns a lesson, and he just runs his starters into the ground, which has been a complaint about him since Chicago. Okay, so he never learns. But this is what you got. You got an all-time team now in New York. You got an all-time great player in Luka. If you can get him in shape, it can go. But then, because the universe is like God laughs. Okay. LeBron James down 2 weeks, and they can't win a game because LeBron James is a great player, but he's taking too much of the cap for his age.
And that's all.
And it's like LeBron James. I understand that the league wants you to make as much money as possible because they don't want you to set a precedence. But like, what is more important to LeBron James? Another $30 million this year or another ring? To his legacy, the guy's a billionaire. The guy's literally a billionaire. He owns all. He not only has he made a lifetime deal with Nike. He's made a ton of money playing basketball, but like he owns that pizza chain that's like the fastest growing pizza chain. Like, dude, the guy's made so much money. You don't need that 30 mil. That's 2 great players you could have on your team.
Totally agree. All right, so next thing, really quickly. We'll just watch this briefly and then move on from it, but this was everywhere, and I just thought we had to play it. All right. Wait,
I can't hear it.
Why aren't we getting it?
Oh, because you got the sound off.
Fake
the
one.
sound.
No, but see, there's 2 of them. I thought that was the one at the top there, but
They put me in. We're in Biden's fake Oval Office,
Look at
everybody.
that, dude.
And I've actually figured this out. I now know why. I now get it. Turn the camera around. There is a screen, teleprompter to the face. All I can say is the last administration was a disgrace.
Yeah, I agree with her, dude. And we all knew it, and they kept gaslighting us that it wasn't that, and we knew it.
yeah, you think they would have deconstructed the set, like before they brought the
because you think they're smart.
No, they're not. Yeah,
They're not. Once he was dead in the water, they couldn't give a shit about him. He was carcass.
So Trudeau on his way out.
Oh, so
did you
fun.
see this? He made the blackface pose with. He made the face again that he was making in that blackface picture.
Let me see it.
Like, okay, so here's the blackface picture. You see, sticking the tongue out, and then look what he does when he's on his way out here, dude. All right, there it is. There's the black.
No, there it is down
and then
there.
Look,
yeah,
he does that on the way out. What do you? Do you think that? See it right there in the middle?
Yeah. The question is, where does he go? What does he do?
Well, I think he's still an MP. No, I don't. I bet he'll be at the head of some kind of multinational corporation, something like that, getting paid from all the people that he helped.
I mean, dude, the guy literally just like him and Gavin Newsom are the same guy.
Oh, yes.
They were sent into
Completely,
the
dude.
Bolsheviks, dude.
Completely.
Bolsheviks.
Completely. This is the strangest thing you'll see maybe this year. Did you see this? This is just...
Bro.
So Michelle Obama has announced... I thought this was fake at first. I just thought this has to be AI. Announced a podcast with her brother.
Who is like...
Who
really,
is her plus 20, 30 pounds as a man.
And
with
more
no hair.
feminine looking,
Yeah,
right?
more feminine.
Like,
Yeah.
why does he have makeup on?
It's almost like this is Michelle Obama if she was a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it really is.
Hey, TikTok, it's Michelle Obama, and I'm here with my big brother, Craig.
Hey, everybody.
We're
Stop.
here because
Now,
we're
Craig
excited
was,
to
you know,
announce
Craig
the
was the
launch of our new-
Oregon, either Oregon or Oregon State head basketball coach.
This guy was?
Yeah, and he was garbage, dude.
Men's basketball?
Men's basketball.
Craig
Robinson, I think is his name.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's weird, right? Craig Robinson.
But it's like really weird because he has like, that's the most feminine face.
Does he have lipstick on?
He's
It
got
looks like he's
gay,
got
he's got gay face.
Mascara on? Yeah.
Gay face, right?
Like my gaydar is going off
Now,
big time.
now Michelle Obama is Johnny. What does it feel like to work with a legend who calls it all the time?
Who's that?
This guy right here, Sweet Sammy T.
Oh, okay.
So I've called a long time ago that there's something called system entertainers, right? And Michelle Obama is the best example of that.
What, like a system quarterback?
Yes, that can only work in a certain system, right? And if you take them out of that system, you see with comedians who get these big specials and then they do like a YouTube or a podcast and no one listens to it.
Right.
So they stop it instantly because it starts to let you know what's really going on, that they were never really
that popular.
Like maybe stand-up wise, they can sell tickets in the theater because they're on television. People, it's like Dana Carvey said, you could take literally a bowl of shit, put it on television.
Yeah.
And, like I honestly believe, I would love to know how many tickets Joe Rogan's dog could sell on the road.
Yeah, no, you're so right. Yeah.
How many, dude? Like Joe Rogan's dog has like 300,000 followers on Instagram.
It's not zero for sure.
No, it's like
just
300.
to watch somebody, not even Joe Rogan, like whistle to it and get it to run across the stage a few times and do some tricks.
Like,
totally.
dude, how many people would pay just to go to the theater to watch that dog play catch?
Yeah, play catch. Yeah.
So, like, she has been promoted to us that, to the point where they're like, she should run. The system's like, she should run. She's so fucking popular. And then you go to this, her podcast flamed out.
I will say it's no coincidence that both her and Gavin Newsom are doing this long form thing now. They learned from the Kamala thing. They're like, hey, we got to get out there in this long form.
Yeah, she doesn't want to run for president because she could have been the choice.
No, I think she knew that they had no chance this time around. They had no chance. She had no chance. Trump was going to win. And I think she knew. She's like, sitting this one out, bro. But you're doing like the Xans got like.
No, I had to change.
Oh, is that your glasses doing that?
Yeah, it's hurt my nose. But the point is, dude, it got like Sam Tripoli on YouTube numbers.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, no, actually, we got better numbers than she did.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, this was
Podcast called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson.
In my opinion.
And we just posted the trailer if you want to check it out.
Check it out. Thanks, you guys. See you soon.
And they promoted it everywhere.
Look at them, dude. I mean, he looks like, he looks like a cross-dresser who just got done with their shift at the club dancing.
Yeah, 100%.
And like just took his wig off.
Again, it's like everyone thinks his sister's trans.
I don't think she is, but
okay.
But no, you're right. Everybody.
I don't care if she is, according to everybody, Daddy's a tranny hunter. So I should be.
I mean, you would know. Yeah.
I should be listening to that podcast, right?
Well, this is our moment of Zen. We'll end with this right here. This has been going around. It's old, but here you go. Listen to this, Sam.
Today,
this is an advertisement from the 80s, apparently.
Being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
That's a great point. And I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. It's like
what is?
I mean, imagine,
were people afraid of retarded people in the 80s? Is that
imagine being a hot chick and you can't get any action, any traction, and you do the Downs filter, and suddenly everyone loves you.
Yeah, I was gonna save that for next week because that's gonna have to be an extended segment on this podcast. Did we get duped by a Downs filter? That's going to be. We're saving. I'm pushing that to next week. That's a teaser for next week.
It's so crazy that's a thing.
If people are really concerned that we might have been duped, I'm still not. The jury's out. We're going to investigate the footage.
The jury's out
because the ones that have faked it were like getting 10 and 20,000 followers. This woman who's in Spanish apparently or something like that has 140,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
So if she's faking it, it's a deep fake,
we're
not
a
a filter.
We're a weird
and she's
society that people get turned on by that.
It's strange, right? Like the hot chicks are having to resort. That's how not special being hot is now. They're having to resort to faking retardation.
And Johnny, I'm gonna be honest with you. We always do the word of at the end, but nobody's been hitting me up anymore, so I don't know why we do
it. Every episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Trans Obama. That's the phrase of the week.
Trans Obama.
Trans Obama.
Okay, I like that.
Trans Obama, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Go to samtripoli.com. Grab tickets to my show.
Hey, you guys, and now here's a quick word from the people at 10 Hat Cat. If you're interested in the coin, this is a little instructional on how you could get into it. Again, don't put anything into this that you're not prepared to lose. And I highly recommend you do some research first and check out the community. Again, this is a paid thing. They are our official crypto partner, but I like the guy who founded it, and the people involved in the project seem totally rad. So check it out. Here you go.
Ah, a curious soul. Looking to get your hands on some Tim Hatcat, are we? No bother. Acquiring a bag is not as mysterious as you might think. I'll be your guide. Down the rabbit hole we go. All you'll need to begin your trip is a Rabby wallet with a bit of Ethereum. From there we'll head over to the bridge, that's dbridge.finance to be exact. Once you've arrived on dbridge, just link it with your wallet and the wonders can begin. Select ETH on the Ethereum network or whatever coin you'd prefer on any of these other marvelous blockchains like Base, Solana, BNB, and more. It's all here. Make your choice. Then make your way to Sonic and our final destination, THC. Enter your amount, approve it, and send. Simple, isn't it? It certainly is. Now, we wait. Could be quick, could be a moment. The blockchain works in mysterious ways. Once complete, refresh your wallet, and there you'll find it. Your new bag of THC, safe and sound. You're one of us now. Welcome. And that, dear traveler, is how it's done, but be aware, as a member of our community, you may now become a target of the CIA's many mind control weapons, so make sure to keep your new tinfoil hat firmly on. And stay curious.